It's a hot day today. Oh my God. All right. Let's turn this on. Let's put this in here. What do I don't even have. Hold on, I gotta do something. How you been, brother? Sup, Puddles? How you guys doing? You know, the the death of MAGA is a beautiful thing to watch. And I was listening to a podcast. Wish I could find it of this. Let's see if I can find it. And he's a former MAGA influencer dude, right? All these people have all this MAGA shit on their YouTube channel and stuff. But you know why they're bailing? You know why all these influencers are bailing on MAGA, like Tucker Carlson? Because analytics. They they feel the pain in their return. They're like, they talk to their analytics team and they go, why is our money going down? Why is our eyeballs going down? You know, all of these former Trump influencers, MAGA, the Manosphere, if you look at Candace Owen, Tucker Carlson, all these, and there's a whole host of them, it's the reason why they're bailing on Trump is nothing to do with all of a sudden having a come to Jesus. It has everything to do with eyeballs. They see their revenue, they see their viewership, they see their response, and they're basically the canary in the coal mine. Explain. MAGA's dead. If you look at the polls and everything else, talk about that. Make sure I'm connected. Yeah, we're connected. Make sure I'm on advanced, extended thinking. Good. Yeah, make sure when you are Puddles, make sure you're on extended thinking, right? Right. I'm working on 3.6 Flash.
Prominent independent conservative figures, such as Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, reflects the mechanical realities of audience capture and digital media economics, rather than sudden ideological epiphanies. Yeah. In the direct-to-consumer political commentary market, viewership, ad revenues, and subscription metrics are closely tied to novelty, outrage, and contrarian positioning. The economics of audience capture. Traditional political commentators historically depended on party platforms or network executives for distribution. Today's independent podcasters and streamers rely on algorithmic engagement, direct subscriptions, and sponsor revenue on platforms like YouTube, X, Spotify, and Rumble. Algorithmic fatigue. Unconditional loyalty to a standard political platform yields diminishing returns over time. Once an insurgency becomes mainstream, repetition lowers click-through rates and view duration. The escalation loop. To maintain viewer retention, creator platforms reward increasingly sharp, contrarian, or anti-establishment takes. Defending official party lines rarely generates the same viral reach as attacking establishment figures, or starting high-profile feuds with other media personalities. Monetizing internecine conflict. Public squabbles with a political movement consistently generate major spikes in impressions and subscriber conversion compared to routine party line commentary. Direct distribution algorithmic engagement audience captures subscriptions and streaming novelty. Outrage and clout creator tailors content. Strategic splintering ecosystem. The rifts among online commentators highlight specific structural fractures within the broader right-wing media ecosystem. 1. Foreign policy divides. Issue areas like foreign intervention and foreign aid create clear lines of friction. Stances on foreign conflicts frequently pit hardline isolationists against traditional party loyalists, with commentators using these policy disputes to differentiate their personal brands. 2. Generational and platform shifts. Younger male audiences within the manosphere and digital creator spaces tend to respond to populist, libertarian, or countercultural tropes rather than traditional partisan loyalty. Influencers adjust their commentary to match the demographics of their specific platform.
And I'm going to show you an example, okay? I'm going to show you an example here. Let's see, recently uploaded, send feedback. All right, let's see if I can find it here. Oh, I used to have like a thing for light. I can't find it. Yeah. You know what? I want to also, let's do this real quick since I can't find it. I'll find it when I drop Mikey off. You know, people don't understand the power of Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker is vital for us defeating the or getting rid of the bullshit Democratic folks like Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and all of them fucking bitches. You know, the fuckers that fucked over Bernie. It looks to me, you know, this is, if you think of it this way, this is Bernie's dialectic, right? This is Bernie's dialectic. This is Bernie's payback. Bernie got fucked over. Bernie should have been president. He got fucked over by the establishment Democrats. And now Bernie's taking over the party, right? What do you think? Do you agree? Bernie is taking over the party. Grandpa Bernie. Before that motherfucker dies, he is completely transforming the Democratic Party into his ideology, right? Grandpa Bernie. And it's a beautiful thing to see. He must be so proud, man. Bernie Sanders must be like living the fucking dream. Seeing, you know, having a soldier like Hassan Piker. You have to understand the role, and I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to listen to this podcast, this short, okay? This is why Hassan is so important, okay? And what Hassan is doing, in many respects, is what others did with Trump. Trump, right, obviously ran for president, but I want you to listen to this, okay? I want you to listen to this and notice how Oliver Larkin basically used, you know, so Hassan is the reason why Oliver Larkin is on, you know, getting interviewed. If it wasn't for Hassan, Oliver Larkin is just another fucking politician running. But because of Hassan, because Hassan is the enemy, because Hassan is a communist, because Hassan is, you know, said that we deserve 9/11. Yeah, we fucking deserve 9/11. Look at all the wars we created. We created 9/11. We probably did 9/11. There's, you know, until you show me all the videos from the Pentagon, until you show me all the videos on and explain to me how Tower 7 collapsed into its footprint, right? I'm going to have doubt, right? That 9/11 was a somewhat inside Israeli fucking job. Why was there a bunch of Israelis arrested on a bridge filming the Twin Towers? What the fuck, dude? And they were celebrating? Why was Israeli celebrating? This is fact. This isn't made up. They arrested them. And all of a sudden they had you know, diplomatic immunity and everything else. There's just too many questions over 9/11. So whether it's an inside job, but you know, our actions around the world, you know, our attacks, like, for example, blowing up 160 girls. You don't think some young brother or some cousin of one of those 150 girls might not fucking, you know, in the future, you know, take a drone and put explosives on it and fly it at an American plane as it's about to take off, put it into an engine? I mean, there's so many ways to take down a fucking plane now with drones and everything else. You strap on you can't strap on, this is how easy it is. You strap on one of those drones there. There's no anti-drone shit. You know, when you have one of those first-person drones, you just have an engine and a connection to it, add explosives, fly right into a jet airplane's engine right when it's like flying, taking off. You know, these guys go through circles this size. There's something you don't think that there's a possibility now that that in some relation to one of the 160 young girls that were murdered by Trump and MAGA, you don't think there's a possibility that in the future one of their relatives won't want to blow up a plane as a as a response for that? There, until we blew that up, those people wouldn't have done that. But now there's a chance, and that's the reality. We have to realize that we are responsible. Going in and just indiscriminately killing people for corporations. All of these wars are not done for the American people. They're done for the Epstein class. The access of Epstein as is done. So I want you to listen right here to how it's twisted. Listen to this.
Support from someone named Hassan Piker. He has made a lot of headlines. He's helped fundraise for you. He calls for the eradication of Zionism and demonizes Zionism as a, quote, mental illness.
Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode.
Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode. That's beast mode. That was him. That's Hassan. Now listen. I want to break this down. Listen to how he pivots. Listen to this.
Who said that?
I could go on. He said a lot of things that are offensive to those who support Israel. Do you believe Israel has a right to exist?
I think that Israel should be...
Do you think Israel, that's their talking point. Do you think Israel has a right to exist as any other country? I would personally flip it. Yeah, just as much as Palestine has a right to exist. Don't you think so? Sure. But do you think Palestine has a right to exist? The peace, I would make it the peace. But he doesn't. This is messaging. Listen, this is messaging.
Democratic state with equal rights for all people.
Equal
and the
rights
current
for all
configuration
people.
of the state of Israel is a religious supremacist one that privileges Jewish citizens above Palestinians. We see a two-tiered system of justice in the West Bank that's been under illegal occupation since 1967, with illegal West Bank Israeli settlers under Israeli civil law and Palestinians who call this their ancestral home being subject to Israeli military law with upwards of a 95% conviction rate. So the two-tiered system of justice in Israel is not one that I think the United States should be supportive of if we believe in upholding democracy, not just here, but around the world.
Notice how he sidestepped the silly, do you endorse Hassan?
Exactly. That's the power of Hassan. Hassan is the foil. They focus on Hassan. This is exactly what happened with Trump and all of his supporters, even though everything Trump said was a fucking lie. So this is what people don't get about Hassan. All they're all attacking Hassan. Hassan is important. Because Hassan is basically the honey that attracts the flies, the media, right? And they basically want to attack. And then a skilled politician like this just pivots and just lays out a truth bomb. Just lays out the truth bomb. You gotta love Hassan. You gotta love. And this guy here, this Oliver Larkin, I didn't know anything about him, but now because of Hassan. Listen to what Hassan says. Continue.
And just delivered what his perspective on the matter is, which is, of course, not dissimilar to the international human rights organizations, the United Nations, pretty much everyone, ICC, ICJ. Yeah, he ignored the bullshit and he delivered his talking points. Exactly. He delivered the truth.
Do you think that we should cut off defensive weapons, either by purchase or by us supplying them to Israel defensive weapons?
I do not make a distinction between offensive and defensive weaponry. Israel has been rightfully attributed as committing genocide and apartheid. Virtually every international body that has studied this issue, from the United Nations multiple inquiries, the Amnesty International group, even Israeli human rights organizations, including B'Tselem. When the United States is in violation of not just international law, but our own law, the Leahy laws that prohibit the Department of State, the Department of Defense from providing military assistance to foreign security forces accused of gross human rights violations, we're in violation of our own law right now. And so at minimum, we need to condition this aid. But if it were up to me, I do not think that we should be aiding and abetting the side by either providing taxpayer-funded weaponry or selling it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh, this was goated. This was masterclass, by the way. Larkin is, we really got to get him in the office, man. He will be one of the best warriors. CSA National has not had...
So because of Hassan, all right, so think of what Hassan just did. Number one, as a result of Hassan, I learned about Oliver Larkin. Because of Hassan now, you are learning about Oliver Larkin. Because of Hassan now, this short that I've just clipped is going to go out there in the future, and other people are going to learn about Oliver Larkin. And ultimately, he calls for phone banking, other things, and we found another good guy. These are the politicians. We are now, in a way, searching for the politicians that are anti-Zionist, that are going to put the focus on America first. If you want to use the term America first, not make America great again, but America first. Our children first. Our schools first. Our education first, right? Why are we putting Israel first? No one's asking you. Is it make Israel, make Israel great? And this is the power of Hassan. This is the power of independent media. Like I am. I'm not. I'm just a clown driving around in Japan, just talking shit. That's all I am. But people hear it, and people respond to it, and together we can make a difference. One person at a time. The manosphere has dropped away from Trump, right? The young vote is dropping. MAGA is dead. MAGA is dead. The only people in this video are the deranged ones. Here's a MAGA influence. It's really great. I don't hear it, but he constantly says deranged. He's like, the only people going to a Trump rally now are the deranged ones. Yeah. Well, Bibi was smart. The reason why we attacked Iran, right? Bibi leveraged the fact that we went into Venezuela and the success. Look what you did with Venezuela. Oh, Trump, you're a genius. You see how easy a foreign government was able to manipulate America to start a war that we have lost? We've lost 2 wars. Technically, we've had 2 Iran wars. We've lost them both. We've lost 2 wars against Iran. If you're going to say we had 2 wars, then we lost 2 wars. The first MOU, and now it's coming out of the second one. So now it's getting worse, right? The first, so it's like every time we have to start a new war with Iran, and then we go back to them to negotiate, it gets worse. So now we have to leave the entire region. We have to give Palestine protection, right? It's gotten worse. So the next MOU is like, it's 30% more. You have to guarantee the immediate return of money. We're not going to negotiate with Trump. They're like, hey, you need a change, drink or something? Did you grab your water?
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day. Love you. Okay. Don't overdo it. Drink lots of water. Stay in the shade. Love you. Mike. Oh, shit. Yeah, if the sound is fucked up, oh God, I gotta redo the video. If the sound is fucked up, it's because my headset's on. I always forget to turn it off because it has noise cancellation. All right, let's redo it. Thanks, you, Rod. Remember, guys, listen. If the sound is fucked up, it's because of that. All right, let's redo it. So I want you to listen again. I got it. Yeah, because the noise cancellation blocks everything out. My headset sucks. Don't ever buy this fucking headset. I do not endorse Shox. Shox headset is shit. This is a $120 headset. Fucking shit. It really is. It's not worth it. Get the cheap one. Don't buy the expensive one. If you want one. I mean, I like these. I like the style. They're just shit. All right, let's listen to again. I want you to listen again.
Have support from someone named Hassan Piker. He has made a lot of headlines. He's helped fundraise for you. He calls for the eradication of Zionism and demonizes Zionism as a, quote, mental illness.
Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode. Who said that?
I could go on. He said a lot of things that are offensive to those who support Israel. Do you believe Israel has a right to exist?
I think that Israel should be a secular.
So you notice how the interview started with Hassan Piker. It started with Piker, right? It wasn't anything else. It was like they always want to take a controversial figure. This is what Trump did. This is how all the Republicans rallied around Trump. In a way, this is why the Democratic Social Party, the DSP, I guess it is growing. Because it is Piker, right? Piker is the foil. I don't know if that's the right term. The foil. Oh, let me ask AI. You know, one of the things I always say that Piker is the foil. I don't know if that's the right say. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Hassan Piker, everyone's talking about because he said that we deserve 9/11 and other things, and we should get rid of the Zionist state, and a lot of these very hard-hitting, phrases, and the mainstream media is picking up on it. But it's because of that. Then it's reason why they're interviewing people that he fundraised with, and that he's assisting and getting his reach out, and it's only because of that they're getting interviewed. What's the right expression? Hassan is the foil that drives eyeballs. What would be other ways to say that? I'm dyslexic. I never remember shit like this. They already own it. They already own Florida.
Terms. A foil is a contrasting character used to highlight someone else's traits, like Dr. Watson highlighting Sherlock Holmes's genius. What you are describing is someone who acts as an attractor or magnifier, a figure whose provocative presence forces the mainstream media spotlight onto their entire orbit. Best terms for that dynamic. 1. Lightning rod. Best overall fit.
Lightning
Meaning,
rod.
a person who draws all the media heat, controversy,
Yes.
and attention
Lightning
directly to
rod.
themselves. How to phrase it. Hassan is the media lightning rod. Mainstream press follows his controversial takes, which accidentally forces them to cover the candidates and fundraisers around him.
Yeah.
2. Trojan horse, or delivery vehicle. Meaning, the shock value or massive platform gets the media through the door, allowing smaller figures or political causes to sneak into mainstream interviews inside it. How to phrase it. His brand functions as a Trojan horse for fringe or down-ballot figures to get mainstream TV airtime.
That's
3.
good too.
Outrage engine, or rage bait magnet.
Rage
Meaning,
bait magnet.
highlighting how algorithmic incentives and outrage culture drive coverage. The press comes for the spectacle and stays to report on the network around it. How to phrase it. He acts as an outrage engine. Media outlets cover the drama, which inherently amplifies everyone attached to him. 4. Loss leader. Media/marketing metaphor. Meaning, in retail, a loss leader is a cheap or controversial product meant solely to get customers into the store so they buy other things.
Loss
The viral
leader.
controversy brings the media in, and the political candidates get the fallout benefit. How to phrase it. The shock value statements are the loss leader that gets the media into the tent to interview his political allies. 5. Gravitational center or amplifier. Meaning, someone whose massive reach bends the surrounding environment toward them, pulling secondary characters into the national press spotlight. How to phrase it. He creates a gravitational pull that forces legacy media to pay attention to candidates they would otherwise ignore.
Yeah, those are those. Which one do you like? I like lightning rod. I don't know which. I like them all. Yeah, I like them all. How would you use them all in one paragraph?
Hassan functions as a media lightning rod, absorbing intense heat for his controversial takes, which essentially act as a loss leader to get legacy press through the door. Fueled by his status as an outrage engine, his platform operates as a gravitational center that bends national news coverage toward his entire ecosystem. Ultimately, his massive reach serves as a Trojan horse, forcing mainstream journalists to interview and elevate the lesser-known political figures and fundraisers operating in his orbit. Want me to adapt this paragraph into a...
Here's an example. Here's an example. All right, check it out.
Have support from someone named Hassan Piker. He has made a lot of headlines. He's helped fundraise for you. He calls for the eradication of Zionism and demonizes Zionism as a, quote, mental illness.
Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode. Who said that?
I could go on. He said a lot of things that are offensive to those who support Israel. Do you believe Israel has a right to exist?
I think that Israel should be a secular and democratic state with equal.
You see how, this is Oliver Larkin. I never heard, until today, I knew nothing of Oliver Larkin. Didn't know of him, didn't know anything. I see a clip by Hassan. I listen to his clips, right? Because I unlike, Peter Parker, what's his name? Not Peter, what's his name? Parker? What's the guy, he's like bitching on Hassan. He's a left-wing podcaster. What his name? Parker, whatever. He goes, he's like, oh, Hassan is bad. He's going to hurt the party, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bullshit. Lightning bugs. So, so that's an example. You notice how mainstream media is there talking to Oliver Larkin. Who the fuck's Oliver Larkin? There are literally thousands of politicians running for races on the left, and Hassan's bitch, right? Oliver Larkin. I hope you don't mind me calling you Hassan's bitch. I don't think you care. All right. Hassan's bitch gets fucking, called out here. All right. Listen up. And notice how he pivots. Listen to it, the brilliant way he pivots. Watch, listen.
People, and the current configuration of the state of Israel is a religious supremacist one that privileges Jewish citizens above Palestinians. We see a two-tiered system of justice in the West Bank that's been under illegal occupation since 1967, with illegal West Bank Israeli settlers under Israeli civil law, and Palestinians who have called this their ancestral home being subject to Israeli military law with upwards of a 95% conviction rate. So the two-tiered system of justice in Israel is not one that I think the United States should be supportive of if we believe in upholding democracy, not just here, but around the world.
Notice how he sidestepped the silly, do you endorse Hassan's statements, and just delivered what his perspective on the matter is, which is, of course, not dissimilar to the international human rights organizations, the United Nations, pretty much everyone, ICC, ICJ. Yeah, he ignored the bullshit.
He ignored the bullshit, went right to the marrow, because no one can disagree with his position. No one can disagree with that position. Why does Israel get free education? Why does Israel get free Medicaid? Why do they have Medicare for all, or health care for all? Why don't we, right? And that's all we're asking. Why is money, instead of going to enhance American states, why can't every American state be like Israel? Have its own free education system, have its own, healthcare system, right? From K through, college. Why not? Why are we giving all these bitches all this money? That's all. And see, Hassan Piker is the reason why Oliver Larkin, right? Never heard of him. Don't know anything about Oliver Larkin, right? Was there. And that's the power of Hassan. And that's why we do not want Hassan to go away. We want Hassan to continue being a controversial figure, and at the end of this, listen to what he has to say. Listen to what he has to say.
Delivered his talking points. He delivered the truth.
Do you think that we should cut off defensive weapons, either by purchase or by us supplying them to Israel defensive weapons?
I do not make a distinction between offensive and defensive weaponry. Israel has been rightfully attributed as committing a genocide and apartheid. Virtually every international body that has studied this issue, from the United Nations multiple inquiries, the Amnesty International group, even Israeli human rights organizations, including B'Tselem. When the United States is in violation of not just international law, but our own law, the Leahy laws that prohibit the Department of State and Department of Defense from providing military assistance to foreign security forces accused of gross human rights violations, we're in violation of our own law right now. And so at minimum, we need to condition this aid. But if it were up to me, I do not think that we should be aiding and abetting a genocide by either providing.
This is a pure example why in Michigan, when AIPAC spent over $60 million in messaging, why AIPAC lost. AIPAC lost is because in non-mainstream media like what we are here, there's only 13 people, but like my clip, that this clip goes up, it's going to get 500 views, right? Over time, my clips, I get tens of thousands of views. I used to have 500 people popping in here. MAGA, this is actually a good sign, people. This is actually a good sign. This is the death of MAGA. We are seeing the death of MAGA. They're not coming in here for an ass whooping anymore, right? They're not coming in here. They're quit, dude. They're done. They've moved on. They don't want to talk about Trump. They don't have that loyalty. Every time they go get gas, they're seeing all their money drain away. They can't get a good job. Every time they go shopping, they see their money going away. MAGA are beat. MAGA are done with. They are fleeing. The only MAGAs left are the deranged ones. The ones so up Trump's fucking ass that they can't see anything. This is full of shit, right? That's the reality. Clip that. See, I create clips. Clips. All this stuff. I wish I had that other one there. History. Oh yeah, there's my history. Hold on. Who had that? Oh, I made a new song. Guys, I have a new song. I don't know if Jess got it up though. I'm on the wrong fucking phone. We'll have to do it. I have to go home. I'll get the new song on there. Yeah, is Jess in here? Doo-doo, are you in here, Doo-doo? I grabbed the wrong phone. Oh, maybe I can get it this way. Here you go. I do have it on here. Where the fuck is it? New song, guys. New song. Here's a new song I did yesterday. One, two, three, four. We bring the cord docs, we bring the factual proof. Standing right in front of them under the same roof. We spend hours building up a logical case just to watch them laugh right in our face. A mental block preloaded deep inside the brain to shut off thinking and eliminate the pain. 4 program triggers that they shout on repeat the second that reality threatens their seed. Fake news, witch hunt, TDS, deep state. 4 weaponized words to lock up their gate. It's thought stopping poison fed day after day to turn off their minds and lead them astray. Listen, prove the way back in 61 how cult leaders control every father and son. They don't just dictate what you think in your head, they strangle your thoughts till your reason is dead. Over 2,000 times he repeated the word fake news in his first term till the vision was blurred. We bring the hard data, the cold hard facts. They kill it in 2 words with automated acts. They genuinely believe that their thinking is clear while a program response is driving their fear. Cause we're not arguing policies, facts, or the law. We're trying to drag radicals out of MAGA's jaw. We're asking them to throw their whole lives in the trash to watch their identity burn down to ash. They'd rather choke knee deep inside of the lie than swallow their pride and watch their cult die. Before the red hat, they were drifting unseen. Ghost towns and dead jobs erased from the screen. Nobody talked to them, nobody cared until a con man stepped up on a stage and declared, I see you, you matter, you're the real ones today. Significance quest theory paving their way. Crew Glensky
show why ordinary folks join the movement. It isn't about policy or economic improvement, as they desperately to feel like they're alive. A mission, a purpose, a reason to strive. Handed a red hat to a man in a trap, told he's a patriot saving the map. Now he's in on the secret, he knows the deep state. He knows the election was stolen by hate. Conspiracy theories make his ego grow higher. A dead-end existence lit up by his fire. When we ask him to look at the truth on the floor, we're asking him to go back to being nobody wants more. Cause we're not arguing policies, facts, or the law. We're trying to drag radicals out of MAGA's jaw. We're asking them to throw their whole lives in the trash, to watch their identity burn down to ash. They'd rather choke knee deep inside of the lie than swallow their pride and watch their cult die. Roy Bubba used to prove back in 95 the need to belong keeps a human alive. They lose every friend, every cousin, every peer, replaced by the echo of MAGA in their ear. When every single person in their life shares the cap, leaving the group causes total social collapse. The shared conspiracy is the glue in their space. Fellow truth tellers in a sheep-ridden place. We aren't asking them to just change how they vote, we're asking them to torch their only remaining lifeboat. Then comes a sunk cost of shame, the crushing cruel weight. Every holiday dinner destroyed by their hate. Fairy store showed in 76 what takes hold when you invest too much soul into copper sold as gold. Instead of pulling back, they escalate the drive. They double down on madness just to keep the lie alive. Admitting they were wrong means admitting they were fools. 10 years of lies, useful idiot tools. So they keep stepping forward to the next horrific act, because stopping now exposes the unforgivable fact. One called it identity fusion in 2009, when their individual voice melts right into the line. Attacking the group is attacking their soul, leaving the movement tears a gaping black hole. Mutual destruction bound by shared complicity, from live stream crimes to January 6th brutality. They stormed the Capitol, broke the law on the floor, while their leader watched TV behind a closed door, drinking the Diet Coke, watching the world burn down. If he goes to prison, they get dragged underground. Cultivation theory blasting through their TV screens, curtain to prove what constant exposure really means. Fox News, Max, and podcast every single hour, replacing their reality with manufactured power. Hear the same message over and over again, until their own real experiences snap at the stem. Courts of rigged media, corrupt traders everywhere. No outside source left to pull them from the snare. Right-wing propaganda is the engine in the dark. Without that delivery system, there is no spark. Then Dunning and Kruger in 99 showed the test. The lowest performers rated themselves the best. Incompetence so deep it blinds its own sight, too ignorant to grasp why they aren't in the right.
Get those cards
Doctor
going.
study, 11 years
11 years.
to understand the code.
Whoa! What do you think of the new song? It is Beam. What the hell's his name? It's inspired. So this is what inspired it. If I can find him here. Okay. Oh, this shit's crazy here. This is an example. Here's an example of MAGA, all right? This shit is insane, okay?
New York City, you're all communists.
So, the first question that is on everyone's minds is like, I mean, is this real? Like, this is how your parents are. Like,
this is how they are.
This is how they operate.
100%. It's gotten worse since really Trump's first term, I guess. They've gotten more and more indoctrinated into the cult. Now, anything he says is their talking point. They only watch Newsmax now. They don't even watch Fox. That is too left for them.
Because the Dominion stuff, like Fox actually betrayed the truth. The MAGA
I don't even think it goes that deep. I just think they're every once in a while on Fox News now, you'll see somebody push back against Trump or issue some kind of factual statement. That's too much for them. They need the Newsmax kind of continual 24/7 pipeline of just cult talk, basically. But yeah,
Cult
it's
talk.
totally real. I get that DM from time to time too. Are you scripting this? Is this acting? No, this is our real family.
That's my first assessment. But like, there are a lot of people in this community, not dissimilar to yourself, that have these sorts of conversations with their parents, and they're like, no, this is actually quite similar to real conversations that I've had with my MAGA parents.
Yeah, this is why I do not communicate. I have not communicated with my MAGA side of my family since Trump was elected in 2019. Actually, it was because my father was still there. So after my father died on 4/4/2019 was the passing of the great Thomas Trout, my father. Since then, Commander Trout, I have not had any interaction, not one phone call, not one email, not one interaction with my MAGA side of the family. To me, I mean, they're dead. They don't exist to me, right? I don't think about them. I don't miss them. I don't feel bad about it. They made their choice. When you want to, if it's your choice to be in a cult, it's your choice to not have critical thinking skills. It's your choice. And it's my choice to say fuck off, like we do in this channel, right? If you are MAGA in this channel, you, in our mind, is what you're about to listen to, right? Is what you're about to listen to. What you're about to listen to is why I'm not going to engage, because here's the reason why. I mean, what these guys, this is their parents. My dad was MAGA. My dad was MAGA. But I love my dad so much, I left my wife, my family, and took care of him for nearly 2 years. For nearly 2 years, I went back home to take care of my father, right? To be there as his driver, to be there as his nurse, home nurse, make his breakfast, clean his anus, right? Shower him, scrub him for nearly 2 years, right? That's what I did for my father. Because he raised me, he did all that for me. It was my duty as his son to do the same thing for him, right? It was my duty, right? I may disagree with him. I did get him watching Rachel Maddows, but after he was gone, I'm like, fuck my MAGA family. I mean, fuck them, dude. And I don't miss them. I don't feel bad. I feel nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. Because the moment you start engaging, and you have to keep reminding yourself that these individuals are my family members, and this is the way they're thinking, it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy. Because you're not going to change anyone's mind. They can reach up to me and say, hey, you're right, I was wrong about Trump, and I'd be gladly, yeah, okay, well, we'll have a discussion, oh, look at this guy, look at this guy, look at this guy, look at this pheasant. Look at that pheasant right there. You see that pheasant? That's a pheasant. That's a protected bird. Look at that pheasant. Think I could run it over? Think we can have some pheasant for dinner? Look at this guy. It's not a very fat pheasant. That's a male pheasant right there. That's a male pheasant. Dude, if I had a it's not afraid of me at all. Look, it's standing up looking at me. Oh, that's a turkey. What does a pheasant sound like? What is a pheasant? I'm trying to sneak up on it. I'm trying to run it over. Get myself some pheasant. It's a young pheasant. It's not a full, it's still a young pheasant just getting its colors. It's a young pheasant just getting its colors. I can't believe that I'm this close to it. It's young. It's a male pheasant, but it's just getting its colors. What are you doing? Oh, there's a female too. Oh, there's a female. I wonder if she had a nest here. Oh. He was courting. Oh, he was being a horn dog. There was the reason why he wasn't leaving me was there was a female pheasant sitting down here. As soon as I pulled up, she flew out. If I can eat it, if I can fucking eat it. I knew I was gonna be able to get it though. It was, hey, it's a little bit of Japanese. Actually, it's illegal to kill them. Legal to kill them. It would be funny to see it chase me. Will they chase me? Oh, I'm not afraid. Let it fucking chase me, dude. I grew up fighting dogs. I don't think, you know, I don't think that even like a police dog, I don't think I'd be afraid of a fucking police dog. I used to fight my German Shepherd and shit all the time. You know, I'd grab my shirt, I'd wrap it, I'd get it to bite my shirt, and then I would fucking just put my thumb in its fucking eyes. That's all you do. Get there, and you put your fucking thumb on the head, and just start pressing into the eye. That dog's let go. That dog's letting go. I'm just not afraid of animals. I like I hunt hornets. They're the national bird. They're the national bird of Japan. I didn't know that when I hatched two, actually 4 of them. 2 of them died. But I let them off. I saw my pheasants. I don't know if there's 2 of them, but my pheasants are still living in my garden. Sup, David? All right, let's continue listening. This shit's crazy, guys. This shit is fucking crazy.
If they're like playing it up for the camera or not, but
you know, my mom seems to think that my dad might be, but he's kind of been like that for my entire life, my sister's entire life. And like I said, it's gotten a little more exacerbated, I think, in the, you know, current kind of political climate, but that is who the guy is.
So should we call him now?
Sure.
Should we? All right, we're going to start the video call. I'm going to do the...
Where is the...
We wouldn't have ICE if we had a secure border.
If we hadn't had Joe Biden's open borders, we wouldn't need ICE.
I really believe that.
It all comes back to Biden.
Why are y'all laughing? No, it was the border. We just let anybody and everybody in.
Let's start by,
introducing
who you are to the audience. They might not know.
It's everyone. It was the border. We let everyone in.
Name's Chad. I've been a TV writer, movie writer. I write novels primarily. That has been my career until I decided to do a podcast with my parents, who are both MAGA, because my sister and I, who are very much not MAGA, hadn't really talked to them in a matter of years, since probably Obama's second term, somewhere in there. There was a big rift.
Obama's
we stopped talking to them, but they were getting older. And I was like, are we really not going to ever talk to them again? And during Biden's term, about halfway through it, I called my mom up and I was like, would you be down to do a podcast where we talk about politics? She said yes. And now we've been doing it for like about 3.5 years. Every Sunday.
So you guys have been doing this for 3.5 years. Yeah. And this is one of the conversations that went viral this past week. So let's take a look at it. And I obviously have some questions for you before we talk to your parents.
What if Donald Trump says, I want you to carpet bomb Oklahoma City, kill everyone? You think the Air Force should carry that out?
Yes.
There might be a reason we don't know.
This is
There
insane.
might be a reason we don't know. Do you think if Trump wanted to carpet bomb Oklahoma, would that be okay? Yes. There might be a reason that we don't know. You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me, guys. You have to be shitting me, dude.
Cannot be this stupid. Jesus.
That's the daughter. You can't be this stupid. The daughter's like, here, this is too funny. Here, let's just show some of this is MAGA. This is why this is MAGA. All right, hold on. This is just some funny, this is insane. Let me just go back a little bit here. All right, here you go. Here's some MAGA for you.
3.5 years.
Okay,
Sunday.
so you guys have been doing this for 3.5 years,
Yeah.
and this is one of the conversations that went viral this past week. So let's take a look at it. And I obviously have some questions for you before we talk to your parents.
What if Donald Trump says, "I want you to carpet bomb Oklahoma City, everyone"? You think the Air Force should carry that out?
Yes.
There might be a reason, we don't know.
This is insane.
You cannot be this stupid. Jesus Christ.
Oh my. This podcast was going well until that.
You just said it's cool if he levels Oklahoma. You're like, yeah, it. There must be a reason. Like, you literally can't be that dumb.
You know what the problem is? Mom and I don't believe he'll ever blow up Oklahoma because we're on his side and so's the whole state.
No, it's because you're in a cult.
You guys are worried and afraid because you live in a state where it might happen.
Okay, let's theoretically say that does happen. Let's say Trump sends in the Marines to Los Angeles, California, and let's say I'm out going to see a movie on a weekend, and he says, go into that shopping mall.
Under a truck.
Quiet piggy. He says, go into that shopping mall and everyone you see. And let's say I get gunned down by the Marines for just being at a mall.
Okay, number one,
All for
let's just take
Okay,
it
Dad,
one step
wait a minute,
further.
Mom, wait 1 second. Dad, hang on, Mom. Dad, you just said you are for Donald Trump murdering me for no reason, and you would support that.
If he walks into a mall to people with military,
There has to be a reason.
there's a reason. And I'm all for it. And the people in Los Angeles, California are as deserving of execution as the assholes in New York City. You're all communists.
So, the first question that is on everyone's minds is like, I mean, is this real? Like, this is how your parents are. Like,
This is how they are.
This is how they operate.
100%. And it's gotten worse since really Trump's first term, I guess. They've gotten more and more indoctrinated into the cult. Now, anything he says is their talking point. They only watch Newsmax now. They don't even watch Fox. That is too left for them.
Because the Dominion stuff, like Fox actually betrayed the truth. The MAGA
I don't even think
loyalists.
it goes that deep. I just think there every once in a while on Fox News now, you'll see somebody push back against Trump or issue some kind of factual statement. That's too much for them. They need the Newsmax kind of continual 24/7 pipeline of just cult talk, basically. But yeah, it's totally real. I get that DM from time to time too. Are you scripting this? Is this acting? No.
Well,
this is our real family.
that's my first assessment, but like there are a lot of people in this community not dissimilar to yourself that have these sorts of conversations with their parents, and they're like, no, this is actually quite similar to real conversations that I've had with.
But you understand how this shit's deranged? I mean, how this is derangement. If Trump wants to carpet bomb Oklahoma, would you be okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. If Trump wants it, there must be a reason. If Trump wants to do it, there gotta be a reason. Hold on, let's fix this here. Sorry guys, hold on a second. Hold on, let's get the right face on. Let's get the right face on. All right. If Trump wants to carpet bomb Oklahoma, there's got to be a good reason for that, right? You know? And if he wants to do it in California, well, you motherfuckers are a bunch of commies, and I'd be all for that. Y'all need to be lined up and executed. That's just fucking insane. That's derangement. This shit's fucking derangement. MAGA?
Parents. I don't know if they're like playing it up for the camera or not, but
You know, my mom seems to think that my dad might be, but he's kind of been like that for my entire life, my sister's entire life. And like I said, it's gotten a little more exacerbated, I think, in the, current kind of political climate, but that is who the guy is.
So should we call him now?
Sure.
Should we? All right, we're gonna start the video call. I'm gonna do the pop-up.
I have not watched this part. I have not watched this part. We're watching it together for the first time.
Sorry.
That's a great image.
Oh my God.
Push the computer.
I'm trying. We're
Push the computer.
You just gotta, Mom, turn the camera so we can see your face, you and Dad.
Chad, I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
I
You're
apologize.
good. You're good.
I had to set up in a different room. Oh
You're
God, I'm gonna
fine.
knock it off the chair.
You're okay.
I'm
Just
so sorry.
get the camera pointing at your faces. Everything's fine.
No, that is not it. It's gotta go this way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
Copying my-
Don't worry, I'm doing a little
I have
production stuff here too on my end. We're doing a little bit of live production as well. It happens.
So you just need to now
Okay.
push the camera so that we can see your faces.
Yeah, that's just showbiz.
I can't push.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Chad, I'm sorry. God damn it. Just a minute.
Okay, you're almost there. Now you just gotta
Tilt
tilt
it
the
up,
camera
up.
a little bit.
Can I unplug my camera and it'll start over?
No,
don't do that.
no,
Don't do
no,
that.
no.
Okay. I
No,
have to
all you
move the
gotta
chair.
do is like tilt it up a little bit. Tilt the camera up a little bit.
Tilt the. It's a.
God.
This
It's
is
a.
good.
Oh, it's
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a.
for all the people
No,
who think this is scripted.
It's a fucking laptop. You gotta push the laptop back a little bit. You can see that she's on a laptop. It's a laptop. There's no, they got the camera pointed down. Come on, dumb fucks. God damn. All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cry. I
No,
really
don't cry.
am.
I'm gonna
You're
cry.
fine. You're fine.
Don't apologize.
Is the camera attached to the back of the computer?
Yes.
Okay, push the screen back a little bit.
Oh, wait, we see your face now. That's is an
That's
improvement, like half of it.
Okay. Now I need to go back more, right?
Oh man, this is
God.
rough.
You know what?
Put
Should I take
this-
it off the box?
Or push the computer farther back on the box. I've been
Yeah, just
telling
put
you
the
that.
computer like in your lap and tilt it up a little bit, maybe. Oh my God.
It was
But hey,
perfect.
success on my end.
Yeah, thank you, Haley. Fantastic. You look great. You're right in the shot. Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Now,
won't-
now push the screen back.
No,
There we go.
They're,
Here we go.
they're
hold
so.
There's Dad at least.
Okay, that's perfect. If you want to like sit closer to him, then we can work with that. I think.
Yeah, just scoot in there. You almost got it. Almost the other way. Turn it. There we go.
Oh, there
Okay,
it is.
this is me holding it at chest high with two hands up.
Oh,
Should I go get a box or something to put it on?
I don't know.
I'm
Can you
sorry.
hold it? Just hold it for a while. You'll be all right. Jesus Christ.
Is it-
I'm so sorry.
no,
Is
it's
it a
okay.
problem that my
got
screen
it.
of my parents is just a freeze frame of my dad's gut?
Well,
We can see them.
At least we can see them in real
Is that
time. I
fine?
think that's
Okay,
good.
you can see them. Okay.
Yeah.
I can hold it. I'm game.
All right.
You're gonna hold it up the whole time?
Well, I have nothing else. I don't know what else to put
That's
up there to
mega
make it
strength.
That's a
close.
lot of arm strength.
Yeah.
That's arm
I can do
strength
it.
and okay. All right. Well,
I've got it.
Yeah, put
okay.
the
Well,
pillow.
this works for us. So,
Okay.
hi, I'm Hassan. I'm here with your son Chad.
The radical
I see some of you
partner.
guys' clips,
The
and
radical
I was,
guy,
very
radical
excited
guy.
to have all of you on to get a better understanding of where you're coming from and what your worldviews are. And if you don't mind, if you guys could all introduce yourselves to my audience as well, because this is live right now.
I'll go first. I always go first. My name's Haley. I live in a suburb of Dallas, Texas. My parents are Bob and Mary Lou. Chad is my brother. This whole thing was kind of concocted as a way to stay in contact with and maintain a relationship with our parents after 2026. Donald Trump just kind of really ruined it for all of us. So Chad and I decided to do something about it. Started the pod. So we take it all out for an hour on Sundays and then try to talk to each other peacefully outside of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Bob, live in Oklahoma, 72 years old.
Okay.
Had to think. Mary Lou Colshin,
All right, cool.
70, gonna be 71. Yeah, we've been married 50 years. We've known each other 55.
5 years dating, huh? Is that how that worked out?
About 4.5. Yep.
Why did it take you so long to pull the trigger, Bob? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, because I was in high school.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I wasn't doing the math. in my mind.
He was a senior in high school. I was a sophomore. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
And We did get a little education and then into the Air Force, and then Chad came and then back to education. So we did get our degrees along with a 3-month-old baby named Chad.
So you guys got
degrees.
Both of you got degrees in college? Like you went to college?
Yeah.
What did you guys get your degrees in, if you don't mind me asking? Also, I'm Hassan, and I'm 34 years old. I live in Los Angeles. I grew up in Turkey. And if you've watched any Fox News coverage on me, you probably know me as a anti-American communist terrorist who hates America and played a role in Zoran Mamdani getting elected as mayor of New York. Also, I once famously said America deserved 9/11 when talking about American foreign policy.
You know what he should do? You know what, Hassan, if he really wanted to blow up, he should put a little Jewish beanie on. Doesn't he look kind of Jewish? You mad? I could see Hassan with a little black beanie on the back of his head. You know, that would be so fucking funny. I'm converted to Judaism. Convert to Judaism, Hassan, and put a little beanie on. That would be so funny. Yeah, I'm now Jewish. I'm converting. Because doesn't he? I just can see him with a little beanie on the back of his head. Doesn't it? I mean, can you not see it? I can see it.
About the concept of blowback, but
Like
that's just the top line. I think we all want
looks
what's
like a
best
good
for
little
America,
Jew boy.
but in our own unique ways. But just wanted to get you guys situated on how you might hear information about me. But I'm very excited to hear what you guys have to say. And
I'm not up on the Jewish clothing yarmulke. He does. It would look so good on him. Little yarmulke, a yarmulke, yarmulke. I'm dyslexic. I don't know. Never used that term. Right on there. I can see it. Yeah, I see a lot of people though. All right, let's listen to these guys here.
from as far as your beliefs. So yeah, getting back into it, you said you went to college. What did you guys study, if you don't mind me asking?
My degree's in accounting.
My degree's in physical education, health.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so could you guys elaborate on your political journey? If you don't mind me asking, like what happened? Like, how did you guys find out about Donald Trump? Were you lifelong Republican voters before then? Like, how did this happen?
Go ahead, Bob.
I've been a Republican all my life, but it got more intense when we lost the election to Obama.
Okay.
Because I saw him as a far left-wing liberal who didn't give a rat's ass about the United States.
Was there anything else about Obama you didn't like?
That was pretty much it.
That
was the main thing.
I mean,
it was the main thing.
Okay.
Just gonna put my apolitical hat on as well for the duration of this interview. I don't know if you can see it.
Nice. Yes. I have one to match. I could go get mine, but I can't move the camera much.
Apolitical. Look,
don't worry about it.
All right, so Dad, you got radicalized around Obama. Mom, I assume it's basically the same. I mean, we've talked about this on our show. It's basically the same for you, but I also think living in close proximity to Dad kind of locks you into a certain mental trap, a perpetual cycle of fear, aggression, anger.
I think being raised in the little town we were in too, growing up as kids, our environment. I mean, the environment that you live in.
I mean, I guess, but Chad and I grew up in your house, and we didn't turn out anything like you guys. So I can't really, you can't really say that. I don't think.
I blame that on your tour of duty in California and Colorado. You got tainted by a bunch of lefties.
It's environmental.
That's not true at all.
No, it is true.
I left Texas in high school to come to California willingly, as fast as I could, and I've never left. So I don't think it was.
Stop the. You did that so you could go to USC's film school.
Yeah.
That's the only damn reason you went to California.
Why is
correct?
So you think they weren't libtards in Texas and they became libtards when they moved to California? Is that what's going on?
It didn't happen overnight. Dad's lived in California longer than he's lived anywhere else.
It's just simply not true.
that's better.
That's not true.
That's
We just
better.
didn't talk politics when we were younger. It wasn't. It was a moot point. Like when I was in high school, I didn't give a shit about any of this. It wasn't until I became an adult and then as a parent that all of this really started to matter to me. And I happened to be in Colorado, but I was never conservative, even when I was a teenager. I mean, I was like, you know, on the boys' baseball team and wearing like traditionally, I would say, masculine clothes. Like I've always kind of pushed boundaries and kind of lived on the fringe. It's not that this is anything new or that Colorado made me that way. I've been this way. You guys use that as an excuse, but it's just simply not true.
She did have a wallet chain in high school. I remember that.
Bob, do you feel like you're abdicating responsibility as a parent that both of your children became so liberal, and you're kind of saying like, oh, it must be California and Colorado?
Well, I can tell you one thing: if Chad would have remained in Texas and took the other scholarship to play baseball at Trinity, it would have been a hell of a lot different than he is now.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
Haley's concerned, she got nested with a bunch of liberals that were so far left, it's ridiculous.
May I say something, please? What? I think some of their political beliefs and what they believe in is my fault because I gave them too much freedom growing up. I mean, you know, I gave them way too much independence. Now I'm trying to reel them back in, and I can't get them.
Reel me back. I'm 49 years old. You're never going to reel me back in.
Yes.
I've always said like.
No, but you're going to come to the day where you're going to have to choose between the lifestyle you have now or communism, and that will be a distinct choice you will have to make.
Okay,
I'd like to say one more thing. Thank you. I've always said until the day I'm 6 foot under and I die, if I feel like you're making like a big weird thing that you shouldn't be doing, a decision, I would try to help you. I would try to talk with you, try to communicate and figure this out. Well, it's getting way too hard. I can't do it anymore.
Can we walk through some of these terms, if you don't mind me asking? I would love to, Bob. I would love to understand what you mean when you say communism. Like, what do you think? What do you think Chad believes as far as like
I think
communist beliefs?
Well, I believe communism is Russia and China, and all you have to do is take a look at their countries, and that tells you what you believe if you're a communist. You want to be under total control of the government. You don't want to work for anything. You want freebies handed out left and right. That's not my way of life, and that's not the way of life I think my kids really want. And at some point in their adult life, they're going to have to make a choice, because our side of the coin is not just 20% of the people, like you said when we talked to you earlier. You have no idea how many MAGAs are out there that are, it's more like 90%.
You think 90% of America is MAGA?
No, I think 90% of MAGA is on our side of the trip.
What?
So like there are what, 80 million Republicans out there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing at least more than half of them are like we are.
Okay.
Because they're not all MAGA.
Oh, so you're saying like out of all of the registered Republicans of the country, if there's 80 million of them, you're saying 50% of them, 50% of them are like your level of pro-Trump. Okay. I mean, that's fine.
But that level is like wild. We are not looking at your shrine, but you guys had a Trump shrine where you bought the Trumpy bear, you have all the hats, you have the shoes, you have the cologne, you have the Bible. You think most Republicans have all of that stuff and are buying his NFTs and allowing them to grift them out of all their money?
Yeah, I think all MAGAs are.
Okay.
I think if you support him, you support him. If you don't, then you don't.
I think you're way missing the boat on how many people are on our side of the fence.
What level of MAGA do you think I'm at? If I can show you some stuff.
I don't think any of you have a clue.
Okay.
Bob, can I show you some of my MAGA stuff? Maybe you can tell me if I'm like, you can give me like a MAGA rating on what level of MAGA I am. Can you see me on the camera?
Yes, we can. Can you see us now? I did
we can
fix
see
our
you.
camera.
Yeah, this is perfect, by the way. You're really killing it. So you see the hat, right? Like I got that.
Yeah.
That's
I can't read it.
It's my Make America Great Again.
You can't read it? You don't recognize this hat? Bob, I don't know if you have the highest level of MAGA. If you can't automatically read what the hat says.
I can't read. No, hell, screw it.
Okay.
I got more. Look, I got another thing here. I'll put it up close to the camera. You can see. This is my Zin. Do you know what Zins are? It's a Zin tin of Donald Trump doing the fight right after he got almost assassinated by a godless atheist liberal Hillary Clinton voter. I got that.
Okay.
I got Trump
So 0 to 10 on the Maja meter. Where do you think Hassan falls?
Zero.
Oh.
He doesn't like Donald
Zero.
Trump. I know
I'm
that.
looking at all the MAGA stuff.
Okay.
I have more MAGA stuff than you do, I think, Bob. I'm gonna be honest.
I think you're out of your mind.
It's okay if you don't like Donald Trump.
I
Okay.
don't like Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
No, you don't. I know you don't.
I don't know what you guys are
Are
talking
you
about.
trying to like
Okay,
reel us
hold
in?
on.
For
This will impress you. I think Bob, I'm trying to impress you. I think you can probably tell, but hold on. This is gonna impress you, I think. Hold on.
He's teasing us, you know.
I don't believe anything he's saying anyway.
Look,
So it doesn't matter.
He's wearing.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing. Look, do you see what Hassan is wearing under his shoe? He wears his pajamas still on. That is so funny. Look, Hassan still. Look when he stood up. Look when he stood up. Look when he stood up. Look what he's wearing. He's got, what the fuck are those pants? What are those pants?
I don't believe anything
He's got
he's saying
slip-
anyway. So it doesn't matter.
He's got slippers on.
Oh
There you
yeah. that would be a 10 plus. That's a pretty good one.
How come you guys don't have that?
So now the question is, how often do you wear that out in public?
Oh, regularly. Always. I wear it out in public. I wear it out to the rallies when I go to the rallies, the Trump rallies.
To the polls.
Yes,
That's true.
Okay. We get it. You don't like Donald Trump.
Wait, what do you
That's
mean,
true.
Bob? I feel like I'm out. I'm out.
You nailed it. All right, let's go inside. Let's go inside. And here, let's take this stuff with us here. Okay, that with me. That is crazy. Fucking MAGA, dude. There's another. You got to hear this other commentator. It is too hot. Hold on, let me make sure. Type 1. All right. We're exploring Trump derangement syndrome today. We're exploring type 1. If you see me, Moritz, can you see me? Cindy, good to see you. Cherokee, good to see you. You need to meet. We got another Cherokee. Where's our buddy Izawazi? What's his name? Rod, what's your buddy's name? I can't pronounce his name. The Indian dude. The other Indian dude. Do you know? All right, do you know what's his name is? Feel like hot soup in Virginia. Turn this down a little bit. All right. I want to grab Annie. Yeah, Blackfoot. Yeah, we got a Blackfoot. We got Cherokee and Blackfoot. We're collecting American Nation. The true Americans are in this chat. True Americans. Hold on. I want to grab this other guy was hilarious if I can find him. Oh, Bill Burr. Here you go.
Walking away from Trump, they're like, I didn't know he's gonna be like that. I respect hardcore Trumpers. Just staying like, all right, that's your guy, I get it. But don't fucking midstream. What? He was already there 4 years. You saw how it ended. That fucking food court gone wild on January 6th, whatever the fuck that was. People died. Like, he didn't shake hands when he lost. I can't believe he didn't do what he said he was going to do. He has done that his whole life. His whole life. I've been working his casinos for fucking 30 years. They're always going out of business and everybody's fucking mad at him. This is not an indictment on conservatism or Republicans. There's nothing fucking wrong with it. This fucking guy. They politicize pedophilia. You would think that would be something everybody could get on board with. Like, yeah, you know what? I can get behind not fucking children. Probably not the way I should have said it, but you know. The people that are walking away from Trump, they're like, I didn't know he's gonna be like that.
That's too funny. Bill Barr. I don't really like Bill Burr that much anymore. because he went to Saudi Arabia. He was one of the people who took the Saudi money. So let's see.
Walking
What
away
was
from
the
Trump.
other one?
Turns out that CBS News was actually about to release a very...
That wasn't it either. Was this it?
Was two very different Americas.
No. I can't find it. Where the fuck? Okay, shorts, history. What? I'm trying to find a stupid video.
Turns out that...
So let me. So I was watching Rowan Chung interview Sam Altman, the creator.
I've got this. Did I ever show you the?
You know, after.
Hey, folks.
So
The caption was
Monday morning we're. So let me see if I got this right. Do you think this is saving lives? You want to hear something funny?
Is it on you?
We got to win a dang election. Representative Stevens is fired up to help Michigan Dems secure wins in November.
That's now.
The future of the world is the.
Let's look at this one together.
This is what would crawl out of you if you.
Brookfield police with guns drawn pull over a car they say was flagged by flock cameras in connection to a homicide out of Milwaukee. Well, turns out this was all some sort of mishap with the flock camera systems. In fact, Brookfield police say they called Milwaukee police and MPD said they no longer needed the car or the people inside, so officers let them go.
And I hope that that driver sues the shit out of Brookfield, Wisconsin, and sues the shit out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin for making that mistake. Because imagine driving down the interstate, you did nothing wrong. You're on your way to a kid's doctor appointment. You're on your way to Costco. You're on your way to church. You're on your way to wherever you're going. Driving down the interstate, minding your own business.
Imagine having a greenhouse.
Because of flock cameras, you get misidentified and get pulled over, pulled out of your car. Like this, the middle of the interstate, all these cars around, all these officers around. This person did nothing wrong. You have those things pointed at you, and once again, you did nothing wrong. Your car's potentially damaged. I can't tell for sure, but that car may be damaged. And this person was just out driving down the interstate.
Brookfield police with guns
Around, all these officers around. This person did nothing wrong. You have those things pointed at you, and once again, you did nothing wrong. Your car's potentially damaged. I can't tell for sure, but that car may be damaged. And this person was just out driving down the interstate, minding their own freaking business. The middle of the interstate, all these cars are.
Yeah, we don't have flock. Japan, we have no flock in Japan.
The interstate, all these cars around, all these officers around. This person did nothing wrong. You have those things pointed at you, and once again, you did nothing wrong. Your car's potentially damaged. I can't tell for sure, but that car may be damaged. And this person was just out driving down the interstate, minding their own. The middle of the interstate.
No flock in.
These cars. Cars around, all these officers around. This person did nothing wrong.
Oh, I made the video. No flock in Japan.
Have those things pointed at you, and once again, you did nothing wrong. Your car's.
No flock in Japan. I just so that MAGA police state of America. It's the MAGA's got to own it. I'm just putting this up here. That's it. Boom. Upload on there. We only have one flock here so far, according to people that watch that stuff. A purging. No, it was a bug coming out of a.
These flock.
It was a bug coming out of a body. Wish I could find where the fuck that was. Actually, I think I may have. No, that's diesel. I don't know. Who had it? It was, I liked it. Shorts. It may not be on this phone since I watched it on that phone. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Because I'm not seeing the other videos that I watched. All right, let's take a phone. Hold on, let's see here. Here, I got some. Here, how do you like? Did you guys hear the new song? What's up, Bio? Did you guys hear the new song? I made a new songs. So actually, I made a kneecap version. Right here's the kneecap version. This is the kneecap one. All right, on there.
Watch their cult die. We bring the court docs, we bring the factual proof, standing right in front of them under the same roof. We spend hours building up a logical case just to watch them laugh right in our fucking face. A mental block preloaded deep inside their brain to shut off thinking and eliminate their pain. Our program triggers that they shout on repeat. The second that reality preempts their seat. Fake news, witch hunt, TDS, deep state. Our weaponized words to lock up their gate is taught, stop and poison fed day after day to turn off their minds and let them astray. Left them proved it way back in 61. How cult leaders control every Father and Sunday. Don't just dictate what you think in your head. They strangle your thoughts till your reason is dead. Over 2,000 times he repeated the word fake news in his first term till the vision was blurred. We bring the hard day.
Get cardio going.
They kill it in 2 words with automated acts. They genuinely believe that their thinking is clear, while the program response is driving their fear. Cause we're not arguing policies, facts or the law. We're trying to drag radicals out the MAGA straw. We're asking them to throw their whole lives in the trash, to watch their identity burn down to ash. They'd rather choke me deep inside of the lie than swallow their pride and watch their cult die.
That's right. Gotta get the cardio.
Before the red hats, they were drifting unseen. Ghost towns and dead jobs erased from the screen. Nobody talked to them, nobody cared, until a gunman stepped up on the stage and declared, I see, yeah, you matter, you're the real ones today. Significance quest, Terry paving their way. Koglansky showed why ordinary folks joined the movement. It isn't about policy or economic improvement. It's their desperate need to feel like they're alive. A mission, a purpose, a reason to strive. Handed a red hat to a man in a trap. Told he's a patriot, saving the map. Now he's in on the secret. He knows the deep state. He knows the election was stolen by hate. Conspiracy theories make his ego grow. Or a dead end existence lit up by his fire. When we ask them to look at the truth on the floor, we're asking them to go back to being nobody once more. Cause we're not when policies, facts, or the law. We're trying to drag radicals out.
See you, Morts.
We're asking them to throw their whole lives in the trash, to watch their identity burn down to ash. They'd rather choke me deep inside of the light and swallow their pride and watch their cult die. Roy Baumeister proved back in 95 the need to belong keeps a human alive. They lose every friend, every cousin, every peer, replaced by the echo of MAGA in their ear. When every single person in their life shares the cap, leaving the group causes total social collapse. The shared conspiracy is the glue in their space. Fellow truth tellers in a sheet-ridden place. We aren't asking them to just change how they vote. We're asking them to torch their only remaining life of votes. Vote, vote, vote. Then comes the sunk cost of shame, the crushing cruel weight. Every holiday dinner destroyed by their hate. Barry Starr showed in 76 what takes hold when you invest too much soul into copper sold as gold. Instead of pulling back, they escalate, they drive, they double down on madness. They lie alive, admitting they were wrong, admitting they were fools. 10 years of lies, usefully the tools. So they keep stepping forward to the next horrific act. Because stopping now exposes the unforgivable fact. Swan, call it identity fusion in 2009, when their individual self melts right into the line. Attacking their group is attacking their soul, leaving the movement tears a gaping black hole. Mutual destruction bound by shared complicity, from live stream crimes to January 6th brutality. They stormed the Capitol, broke the law on the floor, while their leader watched TV behind a closed door, drinking a Diet Coke, watching their world burn down. If he goes to prison, they get dragged underground. Cultivation, Terry Blossom, rub their TV screens. Couldn't approve what constant exposure really means. Fox News, Max, and podcast every single hour, replacing their reality with manufactured power. Hear the same message over and over again until their own real experience is snap at the stem. Courts are reading media corrupt, traitors everywhere, no outside source left to pull them from the steroid ring. Propaganda is the engine in their dark. Without that delivery system, there is no spark. And Dunning and Kruger in 99 showed the test where the lowest performers rated themselves the best. Incompetence so deep it blinds its own sight to ignorant to grasp why they aren't in their right. Out to study 11 years to understand the code.
This new song called MAGA Cult. Yeah, that's the kneecap version. That's the kneecap version. And this is the, it's called 0102 MAGA Cult. As soon as JS, it'll be on Antifa FM, right? Here is the this is the same one. Right? Which one do you like better?
1, 2, 3, 4. Bring the cord ducks, we bring the factual proof. Standing right in front of them under the same roof. We spend hours building
He's gonna hear this one.
just to watch them laugh right in our face. A mental block preloaded deep inside the brain to shut off thinking and eliminate the pain. For program triggers that they shout and repeat the second that reality threatens their seed. Fake news, witch hunt, DDS, deep state. For weaponized words to lock up their gate. It's thought stopping poison fed day after day to turn off their minds and lead them astray. Listen, prove the way back in 61 how cult leaders control every father and son. They don't just dictate what you think in your head, they strangle your thoughts till your reason is dead. Over 2,000 times he repeated the word fake news in his first term till the vision was blurred. We bring the hard data, the cold hard facts. They kill it in 2 words with automated acts. They genuinely believe that their thinking is clear while a program response is driving their fears. 'Cause we're not arguing policies, facts, or the law. We're trying to drag radicals out of MAGA's jaw. We're asking them to throw their whole lives in the trash, to watch their identity burn down to ash. They'd rather choke knee deep inside of the lie than swallow their pride and watch their cult die. Before the red hat, they were drifting unseen. Ghost towns and dead jobs erased from the screen. Nobody talked to them, nobody cared until a con man stepped up on a stage and declared, I see you, you matter, you're the real ones today. Significance quest theory paving their way. Kruglanski show why ordinary folks join the movement. It isn't about policy or economic improvement. It's they desperate need to feel like they're alive. A mission, a purpose, a reason to strive. Handed a red hat to a man in a trap, told he's a patriot saving the map. Now he's in on the secret, he knows the deep state. He knows knows the election was stolen by hate. Conspiracy theories make his ego grow higher. A dead-end existence lit up by his fire. When we ask him to look at the truth on the floor, we're asking him to go back to being nobody wants more. 'Cause we're not arguing policy, facts, or the law. We're trying to drag radicals out of MAGA's jaw. We're asking them to throw their whole lives in the trash, to watch their identity burn down to ash. They'd rather choke knee deep inside of the lie than swallow their pride and watch their cult die. Roy Bubba used to prove back in 95 the need to belong keeps a human alive. They lose every friend, every cousin, every peer, replaced by the echo of MAGA in their ear. When every single person in their life shares the cap, leaving the group causes total social collapse. The shared conspiracy is the glue in their space. Fellow truth tellers in a sheep-ridden place. We aren't asking them to just change how they vote. We're asking them to torch their only remaining lifeboat. Then comes a sunk cost of shame, the crushing cruel weight. Every holiday dinner destroyed by their hate. Ferry store showed in 76 what takes hold when you invest too much soul into copper sold as gold. Instead of pulling back, they escalate the drive. They double down.
So what are you saying? You want a metal version? Are you looking for a metal version? Here's another one. You guys, here's another one too. Oh no, wrong one.
The deal is done. Power relaxes. The Germans don't too.
Why is this on here, Teddy
Publisher
Bear?
watches Maxwell.
Well, the weakest point. So this is a million gone. This is the Fauci derangement syndrome song.
Rene Girard saw it coming in 72.
You have permanent neck damage from doing this.
The people can't face their own failure. They pick one man and burn him.
There you go. Banjos. I don't know, that cartoon or this cartoon? Which one you like better?
Fauci said, get the shot. They said, hell no. Said, wear the mask. They said, let it go. Said, keep your distance. They turned it into a fight. Trump said, gone by Easter. Gave the virus the night. Pushed miracle drugs. His own experts did not turn public health into theater while 1 million died. Then they dropped the 1,000-page diary on the floor and claimed it proved he never did a damn thing wrong. 1 million souls who didn't have to go. 1 million families buried under a lie they chose. When the body count climbs higher than your pride can take, you build an altar and you find a neck to break. They need a scapegoat to carry all the blame. Project every failure and hide their own shame. Girard called it out when the crisis hits true. A group that can't face what it did to you. Pick one man to carry what they won't carry themselves. Leave their own accountability writing on the shelves. 1 million gone and they still won't own the cost. They'd rather kill the messenger than admit what they lost. Look across the ocean where the map don't lie. Japan's the oldest nation under the same cold sky. Most vulnerable elders, COVID hits them hardest of all. But they masked the boost that stood together through the fall. If we died at Japan's rate, adjusting for our size, 1 million mothers, fathers, friends would still be in our eyes. Instead, for everyone they lost, we lost 6 more. 1 million preventable graves for a political war. 1 million souls who didn't have to go. 1 million families buried under a lie they chose. When the body count climbs higher than your pride can take, you build an altar and you find a neck to break. They need a scapegoat to carry all the blame. Project every failure and hide their own shame. Girard called it out when the crisis hits true. A group that can't face what it did to you. Pick one man to carry what they won't carry themselves. Leave their own accountability rotting on the shelves. 1 million gone and they still won't own the cost. They'd rather kill the messenger than admit what they lost. Then admit what they lost. running from the way their leader lies. They need a scapegoat to carry all the blame, project every failure and hide their own shame. 6 times the death rate, 1 million left behind. They choose the scapegoat over facing their own mind. Yeah, they choose the scapegoat over facing their own mind. 1 million gone and the weak still look away. 1 million gone and they still need someone else to pay.
Shit. I put in this other ice. It froze.
Rene Girard saw it coming in 72.
Break this.
When the people can't face their own failures, they pick one man and burn him. Fauci said get the shot, they said hell no. Said wear the mask, they said let it go. Said keep your distance, they turned it into a fight. Trump said go on by Easter gate.
All right, this is The Weakest Link. Also a new song. God damn, it's hot.
When you build a whole life on running from the feeling, you would do anything, believe any lie. The weakest people in America, all lined up for one man, not for a vision, not for a plan. They built their whole lives leaving the feeling behind, experiential avoidance, that's the bind. You burn every bridge, let every truth die, just so you never have to sit in the cold with the uncomfortable truth that you've been sold. 10 years of arguments, 10 years of lost friends. The weakest people in America voted for Trump, escalating the bet on a fraud and a dump. They'll follow that man straight over the cliff, 'cause the cliff hurts less than the shame of what if. Yeah, the cliff hurts less than the shame of what if. 10 years of investment is too much to admit, so they double on down, refuse to quit. Never took accountability, never owned a fault, always playing the victim, throwing someone else's salt. Hey, show the rule, the more that you run, the bigger and scarier the feeling becomes. Trump gave them permission to keep running away.
We're having a MAGA is fucking dead party today. This is a MAGA is dead celebration. Alright? MAGA is dead, Jan. Trump's popularity is sinking. People are bailing on him. The Democratic Socialist Party, DSP, the Bernie Party. We should just call it the Bernie Party. The Bernie Party is winning, right? Bernie. I'm a Bernie bro. Bernie bro. The Bernies, we're gonna call them the Bernies, not they call them the Democratic Socialist Party, but nah, it's the Bernie Party, the Bernie Bros, the Bernie aspect, and I think that's so important because you know the part. I mean, Bernie was fucked. He should have been president. I mean, he had the wins and everything else, and they fucked him over, you know, and they gave us Hillary. Bernie buds. That's right, Bernie buds. I know Bernie is too old, but that's the deal, though. But think of what's happening, though. All these people, Mandami, that's a Bernie bud. That's a Bernie bud. That's a good phrase, Bernie buds, like little buds coming out. The Syed, who won in Michigan, Bernie bud. Like this guy, Oliver. What the hell is his name? That I was talking about earlier. I know nothing of him. He's a Bernie bud. All these Bernie buds. Oh, shit.
Stephen Miller.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
In the Oval Office, the internet picked up on it. I'm going to bring it to you. Melania Trump allegedly got audited, and that information is now out in the public. Woo! And Fox News is doing everything it can to try to defend Donald Trump, including, we all know that man was wearing a wig or toupee or some sort of piece, maybe an extension. But you wouldn't know it if you were watching Fox News. Here's Donald Trump being defended by Fox and his, what they're calling Great Hair Day. Hey, there's another primary election this Tuesday, and we're going to be live streaming at 8 p.m. Please watch with us. You can go sign up for it on my live stream area or just link below. Go check it out.
So Trump has a great hair day, and the left goes absolutely berserk. So Trump gave a speech last week and had a magnificent dome of orange hair. And obviously the left, they can't get enough of hating this guy.
Listen, it's TBS gone mad, but have they completely run out of material that now the only thing they can focus on is his hair?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so vapid, the hatred that they have for Donald Trump, but God bless him, he does have great hair. I mean,
yeah. No, it's, and here, we've got a couple of them here. Although I don't know that this is a hit on him. The best Trump, huge hair trend, maximum volume, zero gravity, and pure power.
I don't think neither you or I could do that with our hair, though.
No, it would not work. But, and that's maybe my favorite. And I could actually, nope.
It did create some good memes. But we all saw the before and after
Barbie
that Donald Trump had just a few days ago. The before and after, and you let me know if Donald Trump is wearing a piece. But look at this. I mean, come on.
Donnie Barnum.
We can all agree that it did create some.
I'm walking like a total badass. Feel that power? Nobody does it better. Tremendous, the best walk.
I like the little.
It did create some good memes.
I like the little cone over here, the Barbie comb. You know what is that? The bank? What do you ladies call that? What is this part here? It's called something. Has a name.
We're not. Maybe part of the country is easily tricked.
We're not.
By lies, but we're not.
There's normal hair.
Something happened. And I refuse.
How does that
become that? Mitch McConnell is incapacitated and Donald Trump is wearing a wig. I believe that much. All right, now, before we get to the main story here about Melania Trump, Barron, I also just want to point out this man here was told repeatedly in 2024 that Donald Trump is going to create the biggest mass deportation initiative ever in this country. He heard that. He said, yes, Donald Trump, I love that idea. Please do that. I love that. Please, Donald Trump. We need that. The immigrants are taking the jobs.
They did? I'm sorry to hear that.
On our economy, and we need to get them out. He heard that, and he voted for Trump. Now, what he didn't think was that his undocumented girlfriend would be wrapped up in it. And what do you know? Now he's like, well, I don't think this is such a good idea.
I voted for Trump. I am saying that they are picking up law-abiding citizens. They're destroying families, jobs,
John Gannon is a 75-year-old businessman and lifelong Republican who supported President Trump in 2024.
I wouldn't do that again. Not after this fiasco.
His fiancée, 45-year-old Venezuelan immigrant Yasmin Suarez-Reyes, was detained by ICE at George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston in late July.
8 ICE agents swarmed Jasmine.
Oh,
and,
poor Jasmine.
Detained her.
Oh.
Didn't tell us why.
Oh, poor
and rustled her
Jasmine.
off into a car.
When you saw that unfold, what went through your mind?
Well, I was just in total disbelief.
According to her immigration lawyer, Suarez-Reyes came to the U.S. legally in 2023 and later applied for asylum, a case that is still ongoing. But her underlying permission to be in the U.S. has lapsed. Some people may say this is what mass deportations look like.
Yeah, this is what you voted for, bitch. This is what you voted for. She doesn't have the right to be here. She needs to be gone. You know, that's what you voted. But all of a sudden now, you're like, oh, well, but she had there are literally tens of thousands. There's DACA recipients, all these individuals, these Haitians. The Haitians had permission and then just had all of their fucking shit. Some of them been here for 30 years. They're like vital in the healthcare, right? They're taking care of elderly, everything else. They're so fucking dumb, dude. The only time these bitches get any sort of empathy is when it happens to them. Clip that. Clip that. I'm always clipping. I got always shorts coming out, right? It's like it's just dumb, right? What's up, Jan? Channel activity. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, channel. So just in case a MAGA comes in, right? Feel free to smash a MAGA. Jan, if a dumb fuck, we don't entertain dumb fucks. We don't entertain them in here, okay? We just don't do it, all right? Other channels do. There's plenty of channels. They can move their dumb fuck ass out of here. We have zero tolerance for MAGA because this is how fucking dumb they are, right? This is how fucking dumb they are, right? Let me just show you how dumb they are. You know, this is how
Stephen Miller attacked Barron.
Why is that coming out? Why is that coming out? Where's my... Well, I wanted to hear Melania stuff.
Stephen Miller attacked
Hold on.
citizens at birth. Barron Trump is not a valid citizen of the United States. Deport Barron. Man, unless both of one's parents...
Hold on.
6. His mother, Melania Trump, became a U.S. citizen on July 28th, 2006. Therefore, Barron's mother was not a U.S. citizen at the time that she gave birth to him. Sorry, I don't know why I can't read. Thus, based on Felon 47's decree that one should not have citizenship unless both of one's parents are U.S. citizens at birth, Barron Trump is not a valid
get the
citizen
fuck out
of the
of
United
America.
States. Deport Barron.
Deport
Man,
his ass.
If I bet you if I made that shirt, y'all would buy that. Deport Barron. You either got to deport him or send him.
Yeah, so Melania didn't have citizenship when Barron was born. He needs to go. According to Trump, he needs to go. Barron needs to go. He can go back.
One or the other. Draft Barron or deport him. You got two options. Very interesting, though. All year of his presidency. In fact, she has been seen in public on only third.
All right, here's the new shocking news about her.
Is being exposed in an audit. Boop, 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 boo. All right. The shocking absence of Melania Trump from public life has been laid bare in a Daily Beast analysis of her diary. The Beast has gone through her public appearances since her husband was sworn in for a second time and found that she has not come close to appearing publicly on 100 days in the more than year and a half of his presidency. In fact, she has been seen in public on only 38 days of the year so far.
Wow.
The First Lady was last seen in mid-July when she attended the final of the Soccer World Cup with her husband, but that was one of a tiny number of public appearances she has made all year. In July alone, she skipped 3 major...
Melania. What? Why is there no Melania showing up here? What? What's the name of the Melania song? Anyone know the Melania song name?
Weeks, bringing fresh attention to her status as one of the least active first ladies in the country's modern history. A Daily Beast analysis can reveal that the first lady has participated in an official event or even just been photographed in public at an average of just once every 6 days in 2026. I actually have some insight in this. I think I'm allowed to say this. I'm just going to say it. But from what I understand, Melania Trump hates being in the public eye, and she loves hanging out at home in her New York City penthouse and doing internet shopping. Apparently, that's what she's doing. She just loves to get orders from Amazon. If she sees an Amazon package, it does to her what Donald Trump never could. Melania Trump, 56, has been seen in public on 38 days in the first 7 months of 2026. 2 of her public appearances and 1 radio appearance were to promote her documentary, so to make money. And the Beast analysis found that Melania's public appearances have shrunk significantly this summer, with her being photographed in public or appearing on official schedules just 5 times in June and July. Could it be, I wonder, did her price go up? Like, is there a price for each public appearance?
Yeah.
Is there
So here we go.
Jeffrey Epstein.
There you go.
She was the escort of Jeffrey Epstein. That's how she met Donald Trump.
You came to New York with a plan and a dream. Young and hungry, joined Epstein's team. Zampali claimed he made the intro live. Amanda was his girl, she watched him testify. 20 years of fairy tales and fake romance. You were Jeffrey's escort, that's how you got your chance. You met your man through a pedophiles connect. Your first lady demanding respect. You sat with Amanda, she was 17. She flew on that plane, she saw the machine. You smiled for the cameras, played it so sweet. Now she's talking loud and your story's incomplete. You're no lady, you're just shady. You were just a call girl. Amanda told us all, girl. Now we're gonna watch you fall, girl. You were just a call girl. Epstein's little dog, girl. Standing way too tall, girl. For a call girl.
Got the Epstein now.
You stood at the podium, denied it all.
Never knew Jeffrey.
But receipts don't stall. $1 billion lawsuits, you tried to shut them down. Prince Andrew's biographer gave you the crown. Said you shared Jeff's bed before you shared Don's ring. A transaction for you, not a love thing. From Melania Knox to Melania Trump, you rode that Lolita Express to the top of the stump. You had Zampali call ICE when she wouldn't fold. You deported the witness, but the story's told. She said, I got nothing left to lose in life. Now your whole world's crumbling under the knife. You're no lady, you're just shady. You were just a call girl. Amanda told us all, girl. Now we're gonna watch you fall, girl. You were just a call girl. Epstein's little dog, girl. Standing way too tall, girl. For a call girl. You knew Amanda when she
Yeah, you're
was
right.
17.
Yeah, Annie. Barron looks just like fucking Trump, dude. It's definitely Trump sperm in that kid, right? So yeah, he looks just like fucking Trump. There's no Epstein in there. He'd be kind of a short fucker. He would be short, you know, because Trump is tall, Melania's tall. On that, he's just trolling. That's good. What's up? Good to see you. We had Cherokee. We had Miss Cherokee in here. We were like, is Miss Cherokee still in here? Cherokee, you still in here? Miss Cherokee. We had a Cherokee. All right. David. What's up, David? We got our local MAGA. David. Why? Are you still MAGA, David? David, are you still MAGA? Where is the... Oliver Larkin. This is, I want to play this again if you're new here. This is...
He has made a lot of headlines. He's helped fundraise for you. He calls for the eradication of Zionism and demonizes Zionism as a, quote, mental...
This is awesome.
Illness.
Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode. Who said that?
I could go on. He said a lot of things that are offensive to those who support Israel. Do you believe Israel has a right to exist?
I think that Israel should be a secular and democratic state with equal rights for all people, and the current configuration of the state of Israel is a religious supremacist one that privileges Jewish citizens above Palestinians.
Bang!
A two-tiered system of justice in the West Bank.
You see how he just nailed that? They use, this is why people, you got to understand, this is the power of Hassan Piker. You have to understand the power of Hassan Piker. This is why he is so important to the cause, to defeating, getting out the deadweight Democrats on that, and this is why right here. Listen, all right. This is Hassan.
Media lightning rod, absorbing intense heat for his controversial takes, which essentially act as a loss leader to get legacy press through the door. Fueled by his status as an outrage engine, his platform operates as a gravitational center that bends national news coverage toward his entire ecosystem. Ultimately, his massive reach serves as a Trojan horse, forcing mainstream journalists to interview and elevate the lesser-known political figures and fundraisers operating in his orbit. Want me to adapt this paragraph into a script-style voiceover or bullet point?
That's exactly what's happening right here. That's exactly what's happening right here. That's what happened here. That's what happened.
From someone named Hassan Piker. He has made a lot of headlines. He's helped fundraise for you.
Look, he's smiling. He's smiling. Oliver is smiling.
Is a quote mental illness.
Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode. Who said that?
I could go on. He said a lot of things that are offensive to those who support Israel. Do you believe Israel has a right to exist?
I think that Israel should be a secular and democratic state with equal rights for all people, and the current configuration of the state of Israel is a religious supremacist one that privileges Jewish citizens above Palestinians. We see a two-tiered system of justice in the West Bank that's been under illegal occupation since 1967, with illegal West Bank Israeli settlers under Israeli civil law, and Palestinians who have called this their ancestral home being subject to Israeli military law with upwards of a 95% conviction rate. So the two-tiered system of justice in Israel is not one that I think the United States should be supportive of if we believe in upholding democracy, not just here, but around the world.
Notice how he's...
Yeah, notice how this is what transpired, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what the AI does. Yeah, just go ahead and do that. He's done that. Let's see what AI comes up with. It's supposed to be the voiceover. Okay, here it is. I want you to just the output, tailor it just for Oliver Larkin and how he has done that, and also Hassan. Not Hassan, Saeed, and others. Look at all of the folks that Piker has supported, and then incorporate them into your output. Just the output, no explanation, no follow-up.
Breakdown. The lightning rod, Hassan Piker, absorbs massive media fire and legacy press backlash over inflammatory rhetoric, drawing all the direct controversy onto himself. The loss leader, shock value takes, and viral clips act as the initial hook that forces traditional news organizations to cover his stream events and campus rallies. The outrage engine. Algorithmic outrage generates millions of impressions, turning stream fundraisers into high-volume media spectacles. The gravitational center creates a digital epicenter so massive that legacy media networks are forced to report on his orbit rather than ignore it. The Trojan horse uses his platform's massive reach to propel progressive candidates, such as Oliver Larkin in Florida, Abdul El Sayed in Michigan, Claire Valdez, and organizers like Saeed, directly into mainstream news interviews and national headlines. Video monologue/script draft. Look at how the digital media ecosystem actually operates when you examine Hassan Piker's political ecosystem. Hassan functions as a total lightning rod. He drops hyper-controversial takes, absorbs the press heat, and forces every camera in the room to turn his way. But that controversy is just the loss leader. It's the hook that gets legacy journalists through the door. Driven by an outrage engine, His platform creates a gravitational center so large that traditional news outlets can't look away. And that is where the payoff happens. The platform acts as a complete Trojan horse. The press arrives to cover the outrage around Hassan, but to report the story, they end up interviewing and elevating the candidates in his orbit. That's precisely how down-ballot figures like Oliver Larkin in Florida, Abdul El Sayed in Michigan, Claire Valdez, and local leaders like Saeed gain access to mainstream TV interviews, fundraising spikes, and national press coverage they'd otherwise never
get. There you go. That's the power of Piker, right? You have to understand that Piker is a very important weapon for us moving forward. I encourage all of you sharing his work, all of you, every one of us in this chat. There's only 8 of us, but if you're sharing clips, if you are just putting, like, you don't even have to talk, just start your own channel where you just react to shorts, you know, just nodding and pointing. You don't have to be on there. You don't have to be on the channel. Just share clips. And the algorithm, especially if they're current and stuff, will pick them up and share them, you know? It's so important. Every one of us can become part of this wheel. And collectively, we are far bigger than any mainstream media. That's the fact, and that's what we're seeing. And this is why, for example, in Michigan, we beat AIPAC. They spent $60 billion and lost, right? And look at the other candidate, you know, had $700,000 easy win against one guy, Tom Smith, who dropped out of the race, right? And some other guy, and they basically were beating each other up. And Tom Smith's like, "Don't vote for me, I quit." Spent less than $2,000, ends up winning. How the fuck does that happen? The only reason that happens is because people are dumping Trump. Trump is a has-been. MAGA is a has-been. They are bailing. I don't know. I thought recently, search the news, Trump came up with another difference. He says, "I'm no longer MAGA, I'm something else." Could you find the quote that Trump said? Even Trump knows that MAGA is dead and he's trying to rebrand himself. Do anyone know what it was? Anyone know what it was? It was like Trump won, or won Trump, or something like that. Anyone, did you guys hear that? I heard that the other day. I thought it was really interesting.
Public record or news report of Donald Trump stating, "I'm no longer MAGA," or renouncing the movement. Trump continues to embrace "Make America Great Again" as his defining political brand. The perception that Trump or his movement has discarded the label comes from two distinct...
No, he actually said something else. It's like Trump won or something like that. I want you to identify all the slogans, dork into all of his tweets over the last week, because he only did it in the last week. See if there is a new framing that he's come up with. And it has the word Trump in it. It doesn't have MAGA. What's up, bro? Daddy Travel's in the house. We got a chef in the house. Anyone know that
remains a broader movement umbrella. Donald Trump has repeatedly pushed secondary slogans and framings on Truth Social, at rallies, and on official merchandise that center strictly on his surname rather than the MAGA acronym. 1. Trump was right about everything. The framing, promoted via red caps in the official Trump store and across Truth Social. Trump has repeatedly used this phrase during speeches, including at the UN General Assembly, to argue that his past predictions on the economy, foreign policy, and media narratives were completely accurate. Function shifts the focus away from a broad...
No, it's none of them. I can't find it. Doing good today. We're just going over some stuff here. I was doing a little dancing, doing a little cardio. You know, standing up here doing a little cardio.
Dang election. Representative Stevens is fired up to help Michigan Dems secure wins in...
Good to meet you. Abdul, Donald Trump seems to think you're a gift to the Republican Party. What do you say to that?
I'm a gift to the state of Michigan, God willing, and hope to win this election.
And he says, if you pardon the language, you're full of What do you say to that?
At least I don't let mine go in the middle of the Oval Office.
God damn. He said the president dookie in his diapers, dude. That clip is going to do incredible numbers. Smooth. He's quick with it. I'm telling you right now, this is going to hit wine country like Hiroshima. Wine moms that hear this are going to go, oh my God, I have never seen. Why can't Democrats be like this? Yeah, see, this is exactly how Dems need to respond to Trump's bullshit. Because, like, the reality of the matter is this. Everyone wants a Trump. We're kind of...
I, quite frankly, don't agree with many of the statements that Tom Piker has made, but he is a I've learned, very, very popular online. I mean, I don't get how he has so many followers, to be perfectly frank, but I'm following him now because I'm trying to understand it. So I'm not defending it. I don't agree with things that he has said, but it's an interesting phenomenon.
That's Fox News.
You can tell that there's a difference in generations because... I don't know. He's got a lot of followers, and I'm still trying to. I guess he works out, and when he works out, he looks really good.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Debbie Dingle, that is why did you say that? Ain't no way. Is Debbie Dingle on fan cam TikTok?
Quite frankly,
James Carville says.
Oh my God, that was Fox News. That's Fox News. OME Hassan Piker. What is it? Is it OME? What is it? What is it? What is the acronym for the alternative to Fox? Is it OME? One. Come on, guys, help me out here. I don't know if it's OME. You guys are too slow. There you go. That's Fox News. What is it? What's the goddamn channel? What's the alternative to Fox? It's like OME or something. I'm dyslexic. Shit like this drives me crazy. Oh, it's OAN or OANN. One America News Network. One America News Network.
Do you see a progressive lane materializing that goes through Michigan for 2028 after?
Whoa, she actually came back.
They're not showing any ONN. Is ONE One American News. There you go.
One self-identified socialist Twitch streamer, Hassan Piker, posts photo of himself reading Lenin while wearing, get this, a $4,300 ring. How quaint. Lee, what do we think of this?
First of all, I mean, he's staring at that book like it's the menu at Nobu. Talk about a Cartier or Chrome Hearts communist. That's what this guy.
There you go. Here's another one.
So would you support a Senate candidate, in this case Haley Stevens, who's more of a moderate, like you tend to like?
That would definitely turn me off 100%. I couldn't. I would vote for a communist first.
Beast mode. We're coming. It's over. It's been over.
So would you support a Senate candidate, in this case Haley Stevens?
Why don't you give 95% of your money away and go live on a commune?
Do you really think that that's how it works? Do you really think
Why
that's
not?
how it works?
Go live what you preach. Because every single
this is as silly.
You talk uninterrupted.
What happened to him?
Okay, go ahead.
Where is
I live what I practice. I'm a free market capitalist. I employ people. I took
And
a
you're
risk.
dead.
I have my own startup business.
And you're dead. You fucking fucked around and found out.
I am not going to be in the same party with Hassan Piker. I can tell you that right now. If he becomes a force in the Democratic Party, I'm out of here.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Well, what will we do without James Carville, who hasn't won a race since 1999?
One thing I can tell you for certain, Hassan Piker and James Carville are not going to be in the same political party. One of us is going to leave. It might even be me.
No. Hassan Piker.
I am not going to be in the same party with Hassan Piker. I can tell you that right now. If he becomes a force in the Democratic Party,
this execrable, heinous, deplorable, monstrous Hassan Piker, somebody who has celebrated assassination culture, and somebody who has said that America deserves to have someone running for Senate who's going to associate
Look at this
with
fucker.
that kind of evil.
It is pretty funny how much he's like fake mad. Ah, a communist. He's a communist. He's a terrorist. Shut the fuck up, dude. You are the face of American fascism. But it is really funny because like this guy has tremendous amounts of power and tremendous amounts of influence in the Trump administration. And yet it's hilarious that he cannot come across as a threatening presence, no matter how hard he tries, because he's such a fucking dweeb at the end of the day.
This execrable, heinous, deplorable, monstrous Hassan Piker, somebody who has celebrated assassination culture, and somebody who has said that America deserves to have someone running for Senate.
It's so true. He's so true.
Evil.
He doesn't. He cannot do anger, can he? He can't do fucking anger. This is fucking anger like that. And I'm not even angry. I'm just acting, right? Did I scare you? Did I scare anyone? Goddamn Hassan Piker. He's a goddamn Nazi. Oh, wait. He's communist. Got it wrong. Oh, sorry. Can I take that take again? Can I take the take again? All right. Hassan Piker, he's a fucking communist. Why would anyone fucking vote for that motherfucker? I don't know. How's that, sir? Was that a good take? Do you want me to do it again? You want me to do it like a little bit different? He's like, Stephen Miller is so devoid of any sort of fucking emotion, dude. He just emote. Can you imagine this guy having sex? Seriously, can you imagine this guy fucking having sex? Seriously.
Pretty funny how much he's like fake mad. Ah, a communist. He's a communist. He's a terrorist. Shut the fuck up, dude. You are the face of American fascism. But it is really funny because like this guy has tremendous amounts of power and tremendous amounts of influence in the Trump administration. And yet it's hilarious that he cannot come across as a threatening presence, no matter how hard he tries, because he's such a fucking dweeb at the end of the day.
There you go.
This execrable, heinous, deplorable, monstrous Hassan Piker.
There's so many perfectly legal things I do regularly that I find mildly immoral, right? Like getting iced coffee in a plastic cup. Like I find that to be a profoundly selfish, immoral, collectively destructive action. You know, I think a lot of like I have taken so many planes for so many pleasure reasons I have acted in so many selfish ways that are not only legal,
what is she talking about?
Unbelievably valorized culturally. And I think, I guess I don't really think of any laws. Maybe like things like blowing up a pipeline. Let's say that.
Oh, it's so bad. I don't even know.
Oh, no.
It's a $10.
Look at this shit. Nazi America. Nazi America.
July 16th.
Nazi.
Guy just got tased.
There's fire down there.
Fire at the gas station. July 16th.
What a
Valley, Arizona. Chuck Coyle goes fishing at the Havasu National Wildlife Refuge. A Fish and Wildlife Officer, P. Nielsen, tells him he's trespassing. Coyle leaves. 20 minutes later, the officer follows him to a gas station and demands ID.
All I'm asking for is your license right now to identify what am I being arrested for?
Nielsen says, "You're not cooperating."
You are not cooperating. We're having committed a what? A misdemeanor? A misdemeanor!
Seconds later,
it's a $10.
And Nielsen fires his taser while this man is standing at a pump. Guy just got tased. Fired. And even though the man has burns all over his body from him tasing him and the gas pump catching on fire, he still wants to tell him to get on the ground, lay on your belly. He knows the pavement is scorching hot, but yet he's so brainwashed to follow a policy, procedure, and protocol. Even if it's inhumane, brutal, and barbaric, he still has to tell him, get on your belly, which is just the most retarded I've ever heard.
It's on fire! You guys need to move back!
He caught fire, second-degree burns, nerve damage, 5.5 hours in the hospital, and not one officer came to check on him or even write a report. Coyle was never arrested, never charged. Interior policies said...
Wow. That's America. MAGA America for you.
Put one in the chat if you think the cops should be fired and brought up on...
Yeah, he fucking nearly blew up a fucking gas station. What, you don't like the taste of it now? Huh? You like my way? Huh? Mikey learning.
No, that's Tommy though. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's skillful. I thought I dropped you off at the... Did you run home? Huh?
My teacher dropped me off.
Why?
He said, you want to drive to your home?
Nande?
Oh. Whole kind.
Oh. That's nice of him. You can just take the bite of all of that. You got the skin off of it. He's eating kiwi. I'll eat the skin.
You say you didn't like the skin.
It's got good vitamins in it, Mikey. I need the vitamins. This is Mikey, my 16, soon to be 17. He's a runner. He's got my body. I had his body. Or he has my body when I was 16. Did the water freeze up from yesterday, by the way? What do you mean? That is so fucked, dude. That is so fucked. Man, I've been doing like see, this is how you do it, right? You want to be a streamer, it's so easy. You go remix, right? Then you say green screen video, right? Green screen video, like that, okay?
Guy just got tased. Fire at the gas station.
July 16th, Mojave Valley, Arizona. Chuck Coyle goes fishing at the Havasu.
Second.
It's a...
Fire.
And even though the man has burns all over his body from him tasing him, taser, while this man is standing at a pump.
The gas station.
July 16th, Mojave Valley, Arizona. Right. Chuck Coyle goes fishing at the Havasu National Wildlife Refuge. A Fish and Wildlife Officer, P. Nielsen, tells him he's trespassing. Coyle leaves. 20 minutes later, the officer follows him to a gas station and demands ID.
All I'm asking for is your license right now to identify what am I being arrested for?
Nielsen says, you're not cooperating.
You are not cooperating for having committed a crime. What? A misdemeanor? A misdemeanor!
Seconds later,
it's a $10.
And Nielsen fires his taser while this man is standing at a pump.
Guy just got tased.
Look at that.
Fire.
And even though the man has burns all over his body from him tasing him and the gas pump catching on fire, he still wants to tell him to get on the ground, lay on your belly.
It's a $10.
Guy just got tased.
Right, so then you go done. Right? Right? So now you have it like this here, and you can just like put yourself on the video, or you don't have to. You can also just flip this around, right? And not be on the video. Right? If you don't want to be on the video. Okay? But you can do like an expression.
Guy just got tased. Fire at the gas station.
July 16th, Mojave Valley, Arizona. Chuck Coyle goes fishing at the Havasu National Wildlife Refuge. A Fish and Wildlife Officer, P. Nielsen, tells him he's trespassing. Coyle leaves. 20 minutes later, the officer follows him to a gas station and demands ID.
All I'm asking for is your license right now to identify what am I being arrested for?
Nielsen says, "You're not cooperating."
You are not cooperating for having committed a crime. A misdemeanor.
Seconds later,
It's a $10.
And Nielsen fires his taser while this man is standing at a pump.
guy just got tased. Fire.
And even though the man has burns all over his body from him tasing him and the gas pump catching on fire, he still wants to tell him to get on the ground, lay on your belly.
That's insane. That's insane, America. So then you go, you hit okay.
It's a $10.
Then you hit there and you go, welcome to MAGA America. Police state. Right. And then you just brand it.
Guy just got tased.
Right.
Fire at the gas station.
July 16th.
This shit, and then I'm like, you know, my whole series here is this shit doesn't happen in Japan, right? If you want to escape a police state, move to Japan. There's no police state here. You never have to worry about. I got people fishing here all the time. No one has fucking licenses. You're supposed to have a license. There's no police fish licensing people. You never see police. You guys follow me all the time. Very rarely do we see police out and about. Never go, oh shit, someone's being pulled over. But not in America. This crap doesn't happen in Japan. All right, and then set that for schedule. You always want to schedule your videos, okay? Schedule your videos. Just hit schedule, boom, right? Select a date, right? For me, it's always in the morning, like 3 a.m. in the morning. So when I'm sleeping, videos coming out, right, on that. Audience, select the audience. No, that's how easy it is to be a YouTuber. That's how easy it is, right? And just grab videos and put them up. Right, and then you upload the short. And now that's short. Now, if I go to my scheduled, look at all the videos I have scheduled. All these are all scheduled videos. Scheduled, 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 scheduled. Right? All those are views. If I go up here, though, and I select unlisted, or no, scheduled. If I select scheduled, these are all scheduled videos going up, right? I'm there. So they're all scheduled. And if I go to my unlisted videos, these are all videos. Look at all these videos. All these videos. These are all unlisted videos. And look at that. Look at all those unlisted videos. I have so many. And then they just get scheduled. Have AI that does the schedule.
It's a $10.
With the world.
Either I cooperated.
All right. McDonald News.
I want to talk about Mitch McConnell's health again.
Yeah,
and it's not just because I think he's probably dead or I'm pissed off at the hypocrisy of this whole situation. It's because I think that this is a great opportunity for Democrats to talk about fairness. Fairness in a way that really resonates with Americans, playing on that hypocrisy and playing on the hate that everyone rightfully has for our entire government. Right now, it is broken and it is being purposefully broken to serve the worst people. Now, this update on Mitch McConnell comes to us courtesy of this show, and specifically on Sunday, in a conversation I had with Congressman Robert Garcia today about Congress, oversight, McConnell, and more importantly, his staff. and what I think is so important about the messaging that comes along with this. Now, we're going to get into this conversation about fairness. We're going to talk about Mitch McConnell. We're going to see what Robert Garcia had to say, which you might have caught this morning if you watched on Sunday. But how can we begin a video about Mitch McConnell without just a little bit of Turtle Watch?
Where the fuck is Senator Mitch McConnell or Congressman Neil Dunn? Find out in the latest installment of my new hit series, Are Mitch McConnell or Neil Dunn still with us now? Turtle Dunn Watch, day 54. Let's turn to Senator John Boozman, who serves on the Senate Agricultural Committee, for an update on how Mitch McConnell's actually doing.
I'd like to recognize my friend and colleague, Senator Mitch McConnell,
who is a ghost.
Continues his recovery and is unable to join us at today's business meeting.
He will not, because he's a ghost.
I spoke with Senator McConnell yesterday.
Who did not, because he's a ghost.
I know how much he would have wanted to be here to advocate for Kentucky's farmers and rural communities.
Senate rules prevent a ghost from attending Senate business meetings.
We wish him a full and speedy recovery, and we look forward to welcoming him back to the committee soon.
The fuck you do, because he's a ghost. Senator Boozman voted for McConnell in that business meeting by proxy. Voting by proxy is only allowed in committee work, and rules vary from committee to committee. But he is committing a federal crime by lying about talking to McConnell, and also voting by proxy for a member of the Senate who is deceased. And regarding Congressman Dunn, not a single word about him anywhere. There's no record of him voting on the House floor since the 22nd of July. And as I've explained before, it's really not that hard to send a member of your staff to the floor with your key card, vote in the little voting machines, there's 40 of them scattered across the House floor, and get the fuck out of there and nobody knows what the hell happened. He's probably laying unconscious in a hospital in Florida. This is all very helpful information in trying to answer the question, are Mitch McConnell or Neil Dunn still with us now? Thank you for your attention to this matter.
There are two Republicans pulling a McConnell right now. And I guess technically Donald Trump is as well, because he's dying before our very eyes, and we're not allowed to talk about this. And people are pissed. I got to tell you, Republicans are as well. You see this in the Senate, where you have lots of Republicans concerned or confused or just annoyed that Mitch McConnell is gone. But it's not just in the Senate. You also, last night, heard it on the Fox propaganda outlet with hosts asking questions like this, which is why it's so important for Congress to act. We're going to get to that with Robert Garcia.
And Senator, finally, just one quick question. Do you think Mitch McConnell should retire right now, given that he has no capability whatsoever of serving in the Senate the same?
Mikey, are you hungry? Maito! Onakasuita? Oi! Are you hungry? Yeah. Okay, I got food. Yeah. My son doesn't even say he's hungry. I love my son. I have to physically ask my sons if they're hungry. They won't come to me and say they're hungry. That's too fucking polite. They won't come to me. They'll like starve. Or Mike will get his own food.
And had no capability of serving as president when he was running, obviously, the auto pen administration, or wasn't running it for that matter.
Well, number one, I'm afraid you're going to turn that seat over to a Democrat, possibly very, very temporary if you go through that process. But the good news is Mitch McConnell spoke to several senators this past week. He was dismissed from the hospital. He's now at home recovering. So let's hope and pray that he's better and he can come back when this break is over in September.
Thank you.
So even Republican hosts at the Fox propaganda outlet now are asking the questions that we've been asking about Mitch McConnell and about his health. Where is he? Can he serve his term? Should he serve his term? Shouldn't some Republican just replace him? And of course, that then opens up the opportunity for Governor Andy Beshear to engage in the legal battle that he said he would around Mitch McConnell's health, saying that, Mitch, if you're not around, you don't get to be the senator, and if you don't get to be the senator, he'll replace him with the Democrat. But that's a whole other story coming down the pike. But people care about this, right? I do not like this idea that this is kind of just some like DC fascination and it's not a big deal. No, it's a big conversation. People hate Mitch McConnell, even Republicans, independents as well. He is an unpopular political figure, and this just speaks to what the establishment in DC does. So it is a perfect story, which is why I had to ask Robert Garcia if Democrats on the Oversight Committee would be doing something about it, and he gave me a very promising answer today. On the point of the healthcare, and you're incredibly busy, so I got to let you run. But I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. Of course, right now with Mitch McConnell and his absence, there are questions around his staff and whether or not they've been transparent. Is that something that you believe oversight may take up in the next Congress or towards the end of this one, as people keep kind of asking these questions about where is Mitch McConnell and what his staff is hiding?
Well, I do think that we need some rule changes and some general changes as to how people can stay in Congress without showing up for months. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's one thing to be sick, but as it relates to Mitch McConnell, I think Governor Beshear is right. We need actual proof that he's actually serving the people. And we had another member of Congress that was out for months and months. No one had any idea what was going on. And I'm glad he was getting help, obviously, for depression and what he was suffering from. But the public deserve transparency. If you are a member of Congress from the U.S. Senate, there's a higher bar than calling in sick to work or taking time off. You're accountable to the people. So there has to be changes. We have to investigate a better ways of doing that.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I think that this is a great messaging tool for Democrats because I think we are a party that cares about fairness, but might not articulate it the best way all the time. What's happening right now with Mitch McConnell is unfair. And I think Americans have a deep sense of fairness and care deeply about justice. But I think they like to see justice in the form of punishment more so than they like to see justice in the form of, maybe someone getting what they deserve or need or having their needs met, right? I think there is more often than not Americans who would cheer on someone who's scamming food stamps being kicked off. By the way, this is not something that happens. Than someone who is working 2 jobs and still unable to feed their family getting food assistance, right? Like, I wish it was not that way. I just think that Americans have kind of a more tangible and real, like, bloodlust for punishment as their, as their failure, or I'm sorry, I should say fairness appetite. But what I'm trying to say here is, like, the Mitch McConnell thing around fairness is that he is currently doing the thing that he has voted against throughout the entirety of his career.
Yep,
which is
he's a hypocrite. The fact that McConnell isn't around and this other guy, Dunn, I didn't even know about this other guy. Did you guys know about this other guy? This is the first time I've heard that there's 2 Republicans that this guy's have been seen since, what was it, January or something? What's going on? I need friends. Hey, Baldy, will you be my friend? Bald, will you be my friend? Will you be my friend? Hey, Baldy, will you be my friend? I need friends. You're projecting, dude. You know that, Bald. You know you're projecting. You know you're coming in here projecting. I'm sorry you don't have friends, buddy. Hey, I'm sorry you don't have friends. Oh. It's so sad, Bald, that you don't have friends. I'm here having to make lunch for my son. Oh God, that's so good. That's really nice. All right. Goha! Are you still working out, Mikey? Maita! There you go. That's his lunch. How many is that? That's 3 on there. Mm. Mm. You got me. Trolling hour. Well, you guys just get home? You just get home from, from your detention? All right. Let's look some other stuff here.
So I think it's a disgrace. It's probably the lowest. I think
Talking
it's probably the lowest.
Trump is
The
talking.
disgusting enemy of the people, the fake news media has ever gone.
It's secret
The
recording.
lovely Katie Miller, the wonderful wife, mother of 4, Stephen Miller's, as he puts it, receptacle for his demon seed. She is a patriot. She's a podcaster. She's a strong worker. She is a great person, a lovely person, and has been so generous with bipartisan, by the way, bipartisan. She was with Eric Swalwell, but she did it not because she was trying to have sex with a radical left sleazeball. She did it because she said, and this is what she said when her and Stephen were dating. He found out that she had raw dogged Eric Swalwell when she was 22, and she said, "Honey, I just did this so I would have evidence against him, if he ever tries some funny stuff." And, I think she kept the evidence in jars. They're a very creepy couple, to be honest. She has sort of a huge closet in their house with jars of, let's just be nice, mayonnaise. And she's labeled each sample. And this is a person so generous, and she doesn't do it for money. Like my wife, Melatonin. She was like, "I sleep with you, Donald, if you give me money." And I said, "Darling, if we do it through marriage and a prenup and a credit card, then it's not prostituting. It's called Christian marriage." And so I had to explain to my wife, Melatonin, that you don't do it. You got to do like a workaround so that you don't get accused of prostitution, which is of course the oldest profession in bedrooms. But Katie Miller did it for free, and this is a person who, her vagina should be like a 50C3PO, a 50C3PO, the charity, where Steve Bannon, he's got like syphilis all over his face. He was raw dogging it. You got Stephen Miller, who's basically Gargamel from the Smurfs, but more evil. And, she was just giving it up so strongly. Elon Musk, she's a great patriot and quite disgusting. Please keep her away from me.
There you go. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be creme wave. Listen, guys, my battery's about dead. I'm going to take off charge. I've cleaned the kitchen. Let's put this back in the fridge. Maybe have another slice. This is like roast beef. It's so good. I'll be on later. I'll charge up the phone.
Have a good evening.